Hello! Hello, everyone! I'm actually gonna make sure. Hello! Okay, you can hear me. Confirmed. I don't want a repeat of what happened last time. If you missed my Rompery stream, which I still haven't actually made public again, yeah, apparently, at least for a significant amount of time, there was no audio. How significant that time is, I have not actually checked, and I probably should do that. Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to Alphacade. I am Logan. Hello, Logan. I am Logan. All right. I'm here. I've played through all the games that I didn't really know how to rank. And today we are going to go through the Ks and possibly beyond. This might just be the Ks. There's a decent amount of Ks, but we might be able to get to the Ls too. I did discover. I'd long suspected this, but I did discover that indeed I did not have all of the period-specific Atari games that I wanted to cover. For example, I knew going in that, like, Chase the Chuck Wagon, for example, I knew I did not review that one. But I wondered, like, I don't know, maybe it was under a different name or something that I wasn't aware of, and it was listed under that. No, I think it's just, I didn't have it in my ROM list for whatever reason. But also, games like ice hockey, I came to realize, like, oh yeah, I don't have ice hockey. That was kind of a big game. And then I found another full set from archive.org, which thankfully is back up, guys. Archive.org. It's not working 100%. It's not exactly possible to download everything, but to a degree, it is back up and functional. But anyway, I went to archive.org, downloaded another full set, and yeah, there are definitely gaps in what I've been doing this entire time. So I downloaded that other full set. As a result, now I have like 3 different copies of Kaboom, so that'll be fun. But what that does mean is probably at the end, I'm gonna do I'm gonna do a stream, just sort of going over some of the loose ends that I unintentionally skipped over. So, with that little PSA out of the way, let's go to this. Wait, no, oops, wrong one. Ah, beautiful. Let's start off with Kabobber. This name sounds familiar. Have I already played this? I'm not sure. We will find out. No, it's not an Activision game. Yes, it is. It is an Activision game. I see. Let's see if we can work this out. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Well, first of all, I'm going to switch this. But second, I'm actually gonna go on Atari Age, because I realized, like, I was always kind of assuming that you had to, like, read the PDFs, but if you scroll down a bit, you actually realize that, no, you can just read the text, and that's actually quite a bit easier. So I am going to Atari Age.
Kurumi Good Gamer. Karate Ultra Soon.
Yeah.
Jeremiah Thomas.
I was about to say that.
An unreleased Activision game.
Oh, is this
Kurumi
unreleased?
Good Gamer.
Okay, well.
Karate Ultra Vision. Kurumi Good Gamer. Rare Atari 2600 game.
Karate Ultra Vision?
Kurumi Good Gamer.
That's not the same as the...
Logan, Jeremiah.
That's not the same as the karate game, right? Because we are going to get to the traditional karate game, and... Yeah, spoiler alert, even as compared to everything that I've played up to this point, I still maintain that it is the worst Atari 2600 game I've ever played. Karate on 2600. It is nigh uncontrollable. Well, I guess I won't spoil it too much because we are going to get to it soon. But
Jeremiah Thomas. Hello.
hey, Jeremiah Thomas. All the freaks are coming out tonight. No, I'm kidding. I'm just preparing Atari Age. I should have done this earlier, but yeah. I have Atari Age's database of manuals pulled up. So you said this one is unreleased, Kabobber. That means I'm probably not going to rank it. Well, I'm definitely not going to rank it, but yeah, 1983. I think at the point that like a game came out in 1983, it's fair to ask the question, was it released?
There were 2 versions of karate. You should really play both to get a feel for the differences.
There were 2 versions of karate. Oh my god, is there a version that's worse? That would be funny. So I assume you're talking about the thing that Kurumi was talking about, Ultra Vision, or whatever the hell it was called. Ultra Super Sexy Vision. What the hell is this supposed to be? You ever get the feeling that some of these games just weren't released because they knew there was not a shot in hell of them being able to market this properly?
Both released karate.
Ultravision and Froggo both... Oh, Ultravision both released karate. What? I thought karate was an act... I must be thinking of Ultravision, because I could have sworn that was an Activision game. Activision's karate. But I must have, whenever I read that, I just assumed it was Activision. I guess that's fair. I apologize for blaming you, Activision, for that abject terror. Let me actually HD capture. Okay, audio looks good from my end. Actually, oh shit. Give me a moment. Sorry. Give me a moment. I was trying to adjust the speaker, and instead I made it fall, and everybody exploded. I have fixed. I have now moved the speaker, and we can... Oh, shit. Oh, the thing froze. Give me one moment. Ah, there we go. Free at last. Let's go. Let's see if we can comprehend this shit. This almost looks like a Game & Watch game. Oh, I see. Are you just trying to... This looks... Okay, yeah, this looks, basic even for a 2600 game. There's literally no animation whatsoever. That was really loud on my end. There we go. Yeah, this reminds me of, I forget what Game & Watch game this is, but... Definitely, like, the no animation sort of, feel. gives me that Game and Watch, old-timey Game and Watch feel. That artisanal Game and Watch flavor. Okay, I'm not gonna try and bother figuring out how to play this any longer. It's a prototype. I don't need to worry about it. Anyway, here's Kaboom. This is a game that I should know how to play, I believe. Is this going to be actually something I'm going to want to play, considering I have to... Ooh, it has Cheetos, so yes. Am I going to want to play this, considering it has a paddle? It requires paddle controls. Let's find out. I said let's find out. Oh, there we go. Oh, wait, am I... Oh, am I at the bottom? That's why. Am I? Wait, is this a paddle game? I always assumed it was. But it doesn't behave like a traditional... Oh, okay, it is. Never mind. I was gonna say it didn't behave like a traditional paddle game. I'm switching this to black and white to see if it makes the game any more visible. Sometimes they do. Doesn't look like it is in this case. Let me actually turn the light off in my room. Okay. So this is seemingly like Breakout. I don't know if you're supposed to throw the things back up. But yeah, I'm not good at Breakout in the best of times and in the worst of times when there's this like kind of distracting gray background. That does not help matters. I think you're just supposed to collect the following things. There's a number of 2600 games with this exact. Oh, I got a Cheeto somehow. Good. Can I cheat?
Jeremiah Thomas. Just Catch the Bombs. This was loosely based on the Atari arcade game Avalanche.
Really? I didn't actually know this was based on an arcade game. It's based on an arcade game called Avalanche. Can I cheat at this? No. Okay. Yeah, I've only... I mean, this is one of the classics of the 2600, and if I could actually see things a bit better, or, you know, alternatively not be playing it with a D-pad, that would be really cool. Oh, I see the scores, You know, this could also be like an LCD game. In fact, I'm almost positive somebody has done something very similar. I would be very surprised if that does not exist in some capacity. Actually, I guess it kind of does. Like, there's that one, like, Fireman, Game & Watch game where it's kind of like this, except you have to, like... You have to, like, make the thing bounce up as well. So an additional gameplay elements. There's probably other ones that are even more similar to this.
Never been a big fan of Kaboom. I prefer Egomania.
I played that one, and I don't think I ranked it very high. Honestly, I don't know if I'm a huge fan of either of these. I guess I would probably rather play something this than something like Breakout. Actually, no, I don't even know if I'd say that. At least here, like, it's not... Like, you have the ability of understanding where the bombs are supposed to fall, as opposed to Breakout, where you only have, like, a split second. Because, like, Atari Breakout is, like, one of those versions of Breakout where the ball will just, like, be randomly served at any given area, and you just have to have, like, split-second timing in order to figure it out. This is maybe slightly more visible. Oh, I see. So it comes in waves. Okay, now here's the real question. Kaboom or Beat 'em and Eat 'em? I know, it's a very difficult choice, but, it's a very difficult question, I understand. It's like picking between your two children, but...
Wolfpack 1. Yo, WTF is up.
Not much. In fact, many things are down, like bombs that are being thrown down.
Play a good game.
Neither play a good game? Okay, I understand. What are you talking about, though? Beat 'em and Eat 'em is an all-time classic. You're just wrong. You're out of line. Check yourself. Check your privilege. Alright, that's Kaboom. How the hell do I rank this? Well, I think it's fine. Do I want to put it in meh? I might. I might just put it in meh.
Beat 'em and Eat 'em. Wolfpack 1.
Do you not know about that?
A game.
Yes, it... Oh my god, do you not know about the Atari porn games?
Wolfpack 1. Sounds like a gay porn.
Well, you're half right. Although, to be fair, these sprites do have such a lack of detail that you are free to use your imagination on the type of porn. Thankfully, I've already played that, so we don't have to subject you to that again. I'm going to say meh on this one, because the gameplay is very simplistic, but I think it's fun in its own right. No, I will actually mark it down as fun. Because it's simple, but it's the kind of simple that I don't think is terrible on 2600.
Wolfpack 1. I don't know what to stream tonight.
Stream Beat 'em and Eat 'em. No, don't do that. All right.
Wolfpack 1.
Wait,
I'm undecided between DMC 5 and DMC 3.
I've heard good things about DMC 5. I don't know what the
Wolfpack
reputation
1.
is.
Or Mib Ninja Gaiden.
Oh, shit. Well, first of all, Boom. And second of all, the exclamation point. The exclamation point is indeed vital. Right. Let's do Kamikaze Saucers. Good game. Good name. Good name for a game. Or maybe Ninja Gaiden. What the Xbox one? The first 3D Ninja Gaiden? Alright. Kamikaze's nuts. Anyway.
Wolfpack 1. Or maybe Vanquish, or maybe Bayonetta, or maybe Red Dead Revolver. Ah, too many games. Wolfpack 1. Yes. It's Ninja Gaiden Sigma.
Ninja Gaiden Ligma. Sorry, obvious joke that I'm sure you will make many times whenever you do indeed stream that game. This is wow.
Jeremiah Thomas. I have never heard of this game. It was definitely not released in the US.
Oh. Well, if it was released, I don't think anyone would want this. This is... Like, why would you play this when you have, like... This is really basic. This is... I say this a lot, but even for 2600 games can actually have a surprising amount of depth when you get to it. And then they can also have... I think this is like the kind of game that people think 2600 games are. Oh. So there is like there is that Kamikaze Saucer that I just lost to. Did I die? Yes, but I had to have a seizure for about 5 minutes before I did die. Okay, understood. I hope to God this wasn't released. Actually, let's look and see. The description might clue us in whether this was or was not released. Saucers was a little-known 2600 game that most people assumed was never even started. However, after the programmer
You get an actual seizure when you lose.
Yeah, cool.
That's just haptic feedback.
Gave the ROM image to Atari Ages to be distributed. The game to be very much real. Proved to be very much real. Be very much real. There was no mention of Kamikaze Saucers on any game list, but... Okay, so this is something that Atari Age dumped themselves, it looks like.
Wolfpack 1. Sounds like it should have stayed not real.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes. Hold on, I gotta look this up to see if it's actually... Full page ads for the game, so they must have been close to releasing it. Okay, so it wasn't released, but there was some advertising for it. Understood. I understand now. Yeah, I agree with Wolf though. It's a good thing this wasn't released because if it was, it would have gone straight in the garbage category. Can the same be said about Kami-suck? What the fuck is this?
Jeremiah Thomas. What company was going to release it?
What did it say? Let me go back.
Jeremiah Thomas. Probably the same game.
Oh, it might be. Synchro? I've never heard of them.
Wolfpack
Maybe
1.
this was their swan song.
Commissar sounds like a slur.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like... Is this the same game? Yes, it is. Okay. I was gonna say, because I didn't realize... Oh, I see. So it's like short for Kamikaze Saucer, I guess. Okay. That's how obscure this game is. They couldn't even be bothered to give it a proper title in the ROM list. Unless you scrape it, presumably.
Wolfpack 1.
Kangaroo. I've
Same shit,
played
different
this
smell.
one before. I don't know if I've ranked it. Is it Sunsoft? What? Okay, this isn't the Sunsoft, right? This isn't the Sunsoft that I think it is, right? Like Batman, Arrow the Acrobat, Atlantis No Nazo. I kind of thought they just started like either on the NES or...
Wolfpack 1. No, the other Sunsoft.
Oh, okay.
Jeremiah Thomas. Yes, back when they were known as Sun Electronics.
Really?
Wolfpack 1. Which other Sunsoft?
Okay, so this is Sunsoft. It's weird. I didn't really think of, like, Japanese... Well, presumably... Well, I think, well, presumably this was, like, an arcade port or something. Oh my god, it's got a gun! What? So it's up to jump and fire to shoot your gun.
Wolfpack 1. There is no other one that I know. Jeremiah Thomas. Atari made the port of the arcade game.
So this was an arcade game, understood. I should look at my
Jeremiah
main...
Thomas. That is a punch.
Oh, it's a punch? Oh, okay. Damn, I thought they gave kangaroos guns. Don't ever do that, by the way. Do not ever give a kangaroo a gun. That's... I think Midnight Oil specifically said that in a song. Don't ever give a kangaroo a gun, mate!
Two guns.
This game is good. It's like, it's very, very overtly, trying to ape Donkey Kong, pun only slightly intended.
If you fight a kangaroo, you also have to watch out for the two pythons.
Yeah, that's it. That's true. Got like a little tune when you start.
Wolfpack 1. And if he has boxing gloves on, then run.
Wasn't that a movie about a boxing kangaroo, Kangaroo Jack, I think? Is that what Kangaroo Jack was about? I've never seen the movie. Did Kangaroo Jack also have absurd amounts of overscan? What hit me though? Oh, do they have a... I see.
Wolfpack 1. I don't think it was about boxing.
Oh, what was the movie about a boxing kangaroo? Because I know that was a thing. What hit me, though? There was nothing there that hit me.
Wolfpack 1. It wasn't a thing. Jeremiah Thomas. On the second ladder, give the coconut from the top a chance to go past you. Wolfpack 1. I only remember it from Looney Tune cartoons.
Oh, that's probably what they're aping then. And not a movie that was... Oh, okay, so it's shooting... So it's a python shooting... something. Oh, good punch.
Jeremiah Thomas. You can duck. Kurumi good gamer. Wolfuff. Wolfpack 1. Yo Kurumi.
There's even a little sound when you duck. That's cute.
Jeremiah Thomas. The monkey are throwing, I think, coconuts, just like what falls from the top.
That's what that's supposed to be? Okay. Oh, okay, so it's like... I got it.
Wolfpack 1. Boy, these Atari sounds though. Probably drove mothers mad.
I've been saying that multiple times. Like, I feel bad for the mother of anybody whose son or daughter owned a 2600. Like, this is probably the, like, honestly, like, just, like, put one of these 2600 games on TV, and that would make the greatest contraception ad of all time. Like, do you really want to deal with this for, like, 10 years? Mother from the 1980s?
Wolfpack 1. That's the real reason they put limits on the kids' gaming. Wolfpack 1. They would go mad hearing that shit all day. Wolfpack 1. I would. Jeremiah Thomas. It was fine. Nobody thought it was bad compared to what else there was.
Yeah, that's true. I'm telling you, my mom would not let me play this shit, like, as a young kid. Like, especially if you're, like, a really young kid who needs, like, kind of constant adult supervision.
I don't know. It's pretty grating. Wolfpack 1. I didn't mind not gaming back then.
So why are you pro-choice? Me?
Wolfpack 1. This is one generation of gaming I don't care about, even though it was around when I was little.
Thanks for, Hey! I killed it. Oh no, there's another one. Fuck.
Even Nintendo era was meh immo.
Yeah, it wasn't this bad though, usually. The music and sound effects were less atonal, if that makes sense. I wonder if I do have the arcade version. I kind of wonder what that looked like. This is fun, though. I wonder... I bet there's other screens, too, that I'm just not in any way skilled enough to get to. Actually, was it ported to anything else?
Wolfpack 1.
Probably 5200.
Genesis and SNES is when things actually for good immo.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I like 8-bit music.
Wolfpack 1. 4 consoles.
I like 8-bit music, personally. I mean, when it's good is the key there. Oh shit! This is Kangaroo. So this is what the arcade version. This is what it should look like. Seems like a pretty decent port. Oh, I like that. Wait, does the arcade... Oh, the arcade version even uses up to jump.
The music is cool sometimes. Especially in those 8-bit shmups.
Yeah, exactly. Or even like...
The arcade
I have a
was
lot
3 or
of...
4 screens. 2600 had 2 screens. I think 5200 had 3 screens.
Okay. I mean, there's definitely a lot... There's a lot more, like, detail in the arcade version. There's what looks to be... What are those, like, bathtubs or something? No. I guess just, like, huts of some kind. Oh, actually, no, I think these are supposed to be trees. I see, yeah, they're coconut trees. And I guess you're climbing a tree as a kangaroo, because, you know, whatever, a tree can support a kangaroo's weight, it's totally fine.
Wolfpack 1. Still looks lame.
Still looks lame. I don't know, like, I'm comparing this to, like, what was
Wolfpack
contemporary
1.
At the time, which would have been, like...
The only one I liked was the one where you avoid or catch the coconuts. Wolfpack 1.
That was
and the
this
combat
game?
1.
Oh, was that the... Oh, that one game. I think I gave that a pretty low rate. Anyway, that's what it's supposed to look like, and obviously there's some detail missing, but I'm gonna say... 2600 version...
Wolfpack 1.
I'm gonna say it's...
And there was some gauntlet-type game I remember.
Dark Chambers. That's a good one. I'm gonna say it's very fun. I think that... Like, I'm comparing it to something like Donkey Kong, which would have been contemporary, and I would say it's probably better than that. Kangaroo! And there was a 5200 version. That's cool. I might have to get to 5200 at some stage.
The second screen can be a real pain.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, speaking of a real pain. So this is Froggo. Keystone Gate. Let me see something. Let me see if it's under, like, Ultra Vision Karate or something like that. Because it seems like they're both probably the same. Unknown Activision NTSC. Cool. I might only have one version of Karate. I assume they're basically the same? I'll play both of these. I'll play both of these versions of Karate.
Do they not have the Ultravision version?
They might not. Or... Well, this says 1987. I know that's not right. This has 2 stars for some reason. That means somebody was like... That means that somebody out there was like... I mean, this game sucks, but it's not that bad. And they were just wrong. I'll play the other version of Karate, but I assume it's also another copy of this. That means I'm gonna have to play this game twice, though, unfortunately. As I said before, this game is nigh uncontrollable.
Jeremiah Thomas. It is right. Froggo released their version in 1987.
Really? I thought this game... That makes this even worse then. That means that somebody... Oh, am I the one... Hang on. Who am I controlling even? Oh, okay, I am controlling the one on the left, I think. Look at this.
Jeremiah Thomas. Ultravision released their version in 1982 or 1983.
Okay, that sounds a bit more right. So 1987. That means you had the choice between like what you could have been playing Legend of Zelda, or you could have been playing
Resistance
this.
Hacking Skynet devices and systems is basically as easy as a Frogger minigame.
I don't actually know to what degree I even have control right now. That is how bad... This is how bad and broken the controls are in this game. I'm sorry, Activision. I'm sorry I gave you the blame for this. This actually... You know, this... Not only, I would argue this is the worst 2600 game, I think this makes at least a fairly strong argument for worst video game ever made. I would say Squidge for ZX Spectrum also, because that game is quite literally unplayable without a poke.
Wolfpack 1. Most games controlled like ass with that joystick and one button.
Okay, but I'm not... First of all, I'm not even controlling it with a joystick. I'm controlling it with an aftermarket Xbox original controller. So if you've ever played the original Xbox with like they call it the Duke controller.
Jeremiah Thomas. Froggo started in 1987 or so. All 6 of their 2600 games were re-releases of other companies' games. Wolfpack 1. I'd prefer this than the Intellivision number pad.
Well, I mean, you didn't usually have to use the number pad, though. That's the thing. Like, most games didn't actually use that. And the ones that did, usually it was just like, you used it to select the number of players. Sports games tended to. Like, sports games would use a number pad, and, like, really complex games, but most games, like your Burger Times and your Donkey Kongs, you essentially had, like, a disc.
Do you own a forklift? How did you get it in your home? Jeremiah Thomas. Both of Froggo's 7800 games were original.
They had 7800 games? Wait, there was third party on the 7800? I assume just like all games were on the 7800 were just Atari games. Or at least licensed by Atari. I kind of figured by that point they kind of worked out like, hey, maybe having unlicensed third-party software that sucks isn't such a good thing.
Wolfpack 1. 7,800 games. Wow, that's a lot of games.
Yeah.
Wolfpack 1. LOL.
I mean, it was so many games that for their next console, Atari shipped it with a Jaguar. Like an entire... Whether it's the cat or the car, an entire Jaguar's worth of games.
Jeremiah Thomas. Froggo released 2, Activision released 2, and Absolute released 6.
Absolute? The, who were they? I forget who was behind Absolute, but some other... They were, like, derived from some other company. Anyway, I think this goes without saying.
That's over 21 years of games if they released a game every day.
I mean, have you ever seen, like, those, have you ever seen, like, those, like, like, Famicom cartridges that have, like, 9,999,999 games in one? except it's like 50 games repeated over and over and over again into the system's memory. Yeah, I think it goes without saying that goes into
Jeremiah
garbage.
Thomas. Atari released 49, if you include the one multi-cart.
There was a multi-cart for 7800? I didn't know that. Anyway, let's see if this is the same game. I'm thinking it is. It looks... It looks like it's the same. So... Yeah, this looks to be the same. It even, like, blanks the screen slightly when you, start the game.
Jeremiah Thomas. Kind of. It was a 2600 multi-cart with a 7800 label slapped on it.
Oh. Is it that 32-in-1 thing that was, like, Europe exclusive? Because that was literally, like, the first game I looked at, and as far as I can tell, it's, like, no exclusive, games. So, it's good that I didn't actually have the means and ability to check out 31 of those games. I think this is also the Froggo version.
Wolfpack 1. I gotta get my stream started. Catch you later.
Alright, bye. Thank you for coming, Wolfpack.
Jeremiah Thomas. Yes. Only released in Australia with the 7800 label. Wolfpack 1. https://www.twitch.tv/wolfpack01.
Alright, yeah, thank you. Post your link, afterwards. I might, if you're still streaming, I might go in and, maybe I'll give you a raid. I usually don't raid people on Twitch, but considering you are, like, the only person on, in this group who streams exclusively to Twitch, I might have to, start making an exception to you. Keystone Capers. Have I played this? I think I did, but I don't remember if I ranked it. There was, like, one of these games that I... This looks familiar. Oh! Wait a second. Is this... Was this released under a different name? Seems like a pretty good game.
Jeremiah Thomas. The karate games are exactly the same. I just wanted to see if I could get you to play this horrible game more than any human should.
Oh my Is that a biddable offense? Fuck you, Jeremiah. Fuck you. That is, I believe that, I believe that is grounds for, warfare, quite frankly. Oh! Oh, it has, like, Oh, wait, no, that is...
Jeremiah Thomas. Maybe, but Keystone Capers is the original.
Okay. I'm gonna have to do a find and search, because I might have... Somebody might have, like, requested this game. Or it could also just be, like, a factor of, like, somebody, like on Rompery, I got 2600 one time, and... I don't know. This game seems alright. How does one get to the... oh, that's how. I have played this before,
Jeremiah
though.
Thomas.
This looks really familiar.
Keystone Capers is pretty dang fun.
It is. Oh, I see. So I have to wait for the... Oh! So I can just do it that way. Got it. I can just go up that way. Except if I do that, I think there was, like, some treasure on the other floor that I probably needed to get.
Jeremiah
So I might
Thomas.
need to go back.
You cannot go down an escalator. The only way to go down is the elevator.
Oh. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, never mind. So I completed a loop, I guess, of that. Okay, so now it's, like, throwing in enemies, I think. Right? Or not. What hit me, though? Okay, so this didn't have a... Activision allowed for a color black and white switch a lot longer than many of these games did.
Jeremiah Thomas. Just catch the one prisoner.
Okay.
Jeremiah Thomas. There is a map at the bottom.
Oh, okay. I see. So I have to... I see. So he's on the 3rd floor now. Well, now he's on the 2nd floor. Now I might actually be able to get him. No, he's on the 3rd floor now. Elevator takes forever, though. Oh, shit.
Jeremiah Thomas. You have to get out.
Okay. What are these things? Okay, I can't, like, climb up them or anything, so I guess they're just nothing, maybe?
Jeremiah Thomas. When the elevator gets to the floor you want, step out of it.
Yeah. Wait. Okay, so there's 4 floors, but only, like, 3 represented on the map.
Jeremiah Thomas. Every time you hit something, your time goes down.
Oh, that's what it is.
Jeremiah Thomas. The top floor is the roof. The
Oh.
elevator does not go up there.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But, oh shit. Okay, so. Right, but the. Oh shit. Wait, so I can't go down the escalator, but he can? Because how else would he have done that? Wait, have I been looking at the white?
Jeremiah Thomas. The prisoners can go down at an escalator, you cannot.
That is bullshit. Oh shit. Eat shit!
Jeremiah Thomas. You are the black dot, the prisoner is the white dot.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So he's on the 3rd floor now. The thing is, like, the elevator would make this a lot easier if it wasn't, like, really slow. This game is really fun, but it's also flawed, but I like it. I kind of like it despite its flaws, but I'm very not sure how I feel about this game. Anyway, Keystone Gate. First of all, did I rank this?
Jeremiah Thomas. That would make it too easy.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe it would. All right, let me search. Because this game looks really familiar, and I have like the sneaking suspicion that somebody might have requested it. Like a few times that somebody... I usually don't like requests on the show, but every so often I will entertain them. Ah, yes. I knew... Okay, yep. I did already rank this. I did already rank this, and it was in the fun category. I stand by that, I think. Oh, shit. Wait, did I delete it? Hang on. Oh, it is deleting the thing. I think that's where Keystone Capers was. Or not? Okay, yeah. Okay, so I just forgot to, like, put something there. Is what it was. I will rectify that. I don't know. I don't know if I, like, accidentally deleted something or what, but yeah, I had played this. I guess somebody requested it or something. Killer Satellites. I'm realizing, I wonder if, like, these games that only have one entry, I wonder if the one might have just been, like, official. I wonder if the one might have just been, like, the one ROM set I just downloaded might have just been official games. For decades, the weapon satellite. Well, saying that, this doesn't actually say anything about it being unreleased. 1983. Was this released? I don't know. I will say I'm gonna rank it until proven otherwise. Until told otherwise not to. Okay, so this is Defender. Controls pretty well. Might even be a better port of the. Might even be a better version of Defender than, like, actual Williams port of Defender. This isn't too bad, which does make
Jeremiah Thomas.
Wonder if this was released.
This was released.
It was released.
On
okay.
Set for the Supercharger.
Oh, it was a Supercharger game. That's probably why the other ROM set didn't have it then. And that would also explain why this is better than traditional Defender. Why it kind of looks, sounds, and plays a bit better. Oh, you seemingly have limited ammo. Definitely don't want to go too fast. I mean, yeah, I guess that checks out. That is, like, way too good of a sprite to be on standard 2600 hardware. You can see, well, one, it's a lot smaller and higher res than a typical 2600 sprite. Also, you get to see like engine exhaust, so like this is definitely of the higher echelons of 2600 games graphically. Oh, can you go to bottom and like... No, you cannot. Okay.
Jeremiah Thomas. I am not sure, but I want to say you can overheat your weapon.
Oh, is that what? Oh, I see. So, like, after a while, it'll just, like, you have to wait for it to replenish. That's why. That's not a bad, it's not a bad mechanic. I think that's a good risk versus reward, mechanic. Yeah, so this is kind of like the Atari port of Defender, but just sort of better in every way. Kind of controls, looks, sounds, and plays better.
Jeremiah Thomas. Can you play the keyboard games?
I cannot. That is actually a bit of a problem, because I've run into several keyboard games already. I may do a stream where I use like the PC version of Stella. Right now I'm just using the RetroArch core. I imagine the PC port can play keyboard games, but the RetroArch core cannot. Oh shit! Hella bonus points. Oh shit. I think Defender might have had like a thing where you like actually had to go through like a time warp to go into hyperspace or something. I wonder if this game has something like that too. Well, actually probably not, because it would have required that to go to the next level as opposed to just shooting whatever enemy satellite quota.
LCX. What up?
Not much. We're playing, actually a game released for the Starpath Supercharger, which actually, if you don't know, was a peripheral for the 2600. Actually, I'm not entirely sure how it worked. I think it was basically like a jury-rigged cartridge that had a headphone jack. I don't think it actually used like its own proprietary cassette recorder. I think it was just like you plugged a headphone jack into the cartridge, and then you plugged the other end into like any standard cassette recorder, and you could play games off of a cassette, and that basically gave you like 200 times the RAM or some crazy number like that. I don't even think I'm exaggerating on that number. It, like, genuinely gave you, like, 200 times the actual ROM of a standard 2600 game. And because 2600 games were so small, it actually took a fairly quick amount of time to actually load the cassette. It wasn't like C64 ZX Spectrum where it took 10 minutes. I think typically a 2600 game you could load in, just literal seconds. Possibly a minute, maybe. That game is good, though. Killer Satellites, I'm gonna say very fun. I enjoyed that. Again, it's Defender, but better. Next game, King Kong. You're playing real fast and loose, buddy.
Jeremiah
Nintendo
Thomas.
just got off of a
Phaser Patrol
lawsuit.
came with the supercharger. It plugged into the cartridge slot, and then you plugged it into any cassette player.
Wait. Phase Patrol came... Oh, Phase Patrol came with the supercharger. I didn't know what that was. I don't remember what that game was, but I guess we'll get to it when we get to the piece. It plugged into the cartridge... Oh, it plugged into the cartridge slot, and you plugged it into any cassette player. Okay, so it is... It was more ZX Spectrum than Commodore 64. The ZX Spectrum... well, actually, most computers were kind of like that. You had to, like, purchase the cassette recorder separately, and but you could probably get those relatively cheap. Probably even in the 80s, it was under $100 for like a cheapo kind of dictation based cassette recorder. But yeah, the Commodore 64 was generally a bit more reliable because it had its own proprietary
Jeremiah Thomas.
cassette.
Phaser Patrol is a Star Raiders clone.
Oh, okay, got it. Commodore 64 was generally a bit more reliable with its cassettes because it actually used a data connection as opposed to a standard 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. So you didn't have to worry, and in fact you couldn't. You didn't have to worry about like the volume coming in too hot or something like that, and your tape not loading properly, which was a common occurrence with many home computers, and probably the supercharger as well. Unless, like, the supercharger found some way to have, like, volume modulation, which didn't exist back in the 80s, I don't think. Yeah, you're playing real fast and loose, buddy. Nintendo just got off of a lawsuit with Universal on Donkey Kong at around this time. And they just won that lawsuit either, so if Universal isn't gonna come after you, like if this was actually like officially licensed, Nintendo realizes that they actually, I'm just saying. Was there a lawsuit? Was there a lawsuit surrounding this game? Because I would not be surprised if there was. I guess Nintendo couldn't afford to be as litigious as they are now,
LCX.
but
Nintendo loves lawsuits.
I imagine, like, at this stage, Nintendo couldn't really afford to be as litigious as they are now, but even still, this seems a bit too on the nose. It doesn't have all of the, hallmarks of Donkey Kong, like, there's no... Well, for one, there's more, levels. Levels as in, like, levels of
Jeremiah
a floor.
Thomas. Universal sued Nintendo over the word Kong, I believe. I do not think there was any lawsuit over this game.
Okay. You really have to be precise with the... You really have to be precise with your jumping in this game. This is very on the nose, though. Like, it even has, like, a little animation, which, funnily enough, the 2600 version did not have. The 2600 version of Donkey Kong did not have. I also want to say this might have been an arcade game as well, but I could be wrong about that. Whoa! So if you jump over something, it actually allows you to just jump across and get to another level faster, another floor faster. Except that can also be a problem, as just demonstrated. This might actually be better than,
Kurumi Good Gamer. Elda Lowly Woman.
This might actually be slightly better than Donkey Kong, though. Although, like, again, you don't have, like, the hammer, which... And like, a couple other,
Kurumi Good
nuances
Gamer.
Like that.
And then there's Nintendo World at Universal.
Yeah, that's true. I guess they've overcome their differences somewhat nowadays. I guess you don't get any points for jumping over that thing. Oh. And you do have fall damage, a la original Donkey Kong. There also was, not long after this, a King Kong game released on the Famicom by Konami. That's a pretty fun hidden gem game if you've never played it. Has some really good Konami era, golden era music from Konami.
Lowly Woman. What up, Kurumi?
LCX's new alter ego. Hi, hello. Oh, you do get points. You get 25 points for jumping over those things. Okay. It just doesn't make a cool sound in this case. Was this an arcade port? I almost want to say yes, but I'm not 100% on that. I might have to look, actually. King Kong Arcade, was that a thing? And did it look like this? Also, would a lowly technically not be a woman? I'm not 100% sure. I feel like...
Kurumi Good Gamer.
There's a paradox there somewhere.
Oh no, it's no beta.
There's probably another level to this. I'll be damned if I'm actually going to be able to get to it, but it would be cool if I did.
Lowly Woman. Yup. Kurumi Good Gamer. Grabs striker and shoots no beta 10 times. Lowly Woman. That's why it's runny. Lowly woman. Funny.
I don't think the enemy AI is quite as smart and or evil as in Donkey Kong. But it does make up for it by having more floors, so I think the difficulty more or less sort of equals out, at least on the base level difficulty of both games.
Kurumi good gamer. No beta is eviler than Pol Pot and Idi Amin.
Idi Amin. I love how it pronounced that. That's exactly how that's pronounced. Was Idi Amin, was he the one that was like, I remember, like, there was Benghazi where Gaddafi was overthrown, but, like, around that same time, there was, like, an Egyptian ruler who was overthrown, but everybody forgot about that because people just kind of chose to, like, focus their attention and hatred on Benghazi. Which, to be fair, I think in... Well, actually, I think... Because Benghazi, we had, like, a direct hand in that. I don't believe we did in Egypt. I don't know. I was just a kid when that happened, so I don't remember geopolitical politics with a great amount of detail. Sorry to say. Oh. It's a holiday in Cambodia.
Jeremiah Thomas. The Muslim Brotherhood took power in Egypt during the Arab Spring. They were not in power long.
Oh, that's what it was, yeah. I don't know, even as a kid, I was like, I think a bit more observant of, like, geopolitical things that were happening on the news than most kids. I just was always, like, kind of, I don't know, curious about things like that, even at a young age. Oh shit, okay, we beat it. What? Okay, there we go. Alright, level 2, baby, let's go. Oh. Never mind, there's just the one screen,
Kurumi
never mind.
good gamer. Syria still in civil war for 13 years now.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's what I say about, like, the whole Israel-Palestine thing. Like, if you actually have a stance on, like, who's better, Israel or Palestine, don't. They're both terrible, and we should not support either. And we should just let them burn their entire world down like the dumbasses that they are. Anyway, on that note, I really liked that game. I'm also going to put that in very fun, I think. Clax. Now this came out in 1990, so this is, at least by many metrics, this was the last Atari 2600 game released while the console was still a commercial item. And it came out as late as 1990, which would have... I mean, this came out in the middle of the 16-bit generation. The Super Nintendo had not come out yet, I think either in Japan or the US. But Sega Genesis had, so the last 2600 game would have come out in the middle of the 16-bit generation with the Sega Genesis. If you think... I mean, like... If you know your video game history, you didn't need me to tell you that, but it's just wild to think. Anyway, it is the 90s, and there is time for Clax. So, what is everybody's opinion on Clax? What?
Jeremiah Thomas. This was never released in the US,
It wasn't?
unfortunately. I think Fatal Run, also never released in the US, may have come out later.
Oh. Was this released in Europe then? This might have been a Europe exclusive. Actually, if that's the case, that would make sense. I mean, considering that, like, the ZX Spectrum was actually... Well, the 128K Spectrum was out at this point, and that was not entirely, but, you know, like European markets might have been a bit more receptive to, games not necessarily having the graphical horsepower of the Nintendo or the Mega Drive. Or rather, they might have been a bit more accepting of
Jeremiah Thomas. I like Clax better than Tetris, but I am not a big Tetris fan.
Okay. Oh, I see. So, okay, so that's what I'm controlling.
Jeremiah Thomas. Clax and Fatal Run were European-only releases.
Got it. So this was commercially released. That makes it fair to rank, I guess. Oh, shit. Oh, because it's... I see, because that one... Oh, it's one of those versions where, like... Yeah, because the 2600 had kind of, like, a limited color palette. So you're going to have, like, a bunch of colors that look really similar. Although... I'm not sure. Okay. Let's see if we can at least get through a wave so we can see if they include the golf claps somehow. I mean, this is definitely... I don't think you need me to tell you, like, this is definitely one of the better looking 2600 games. They definitely went out with a bang. I've seen a lot of people who, for some reason or another, just really hate Clax, and I will never understand that hatred. I think Clax is fine. I don't know if I like it as much as Tetris, but... I believe it has a right to exist. Except this version, which kind of makes the colors a bit too similar.
Jeremiah Thomas. You can throw the tiles back up the board by pushing forward.
Oh yeah, that's
up.
right, I forgot about that. Oh shit, there was a... I didn't realize there was another thing there. Okay. I think this might actually be a safer strat since I can't quite tell if the colors are correct. Those look like the same shade of yellow. They're, like, very slightly different. I think that might be different, though. Yeah, I'm definitely better at, like, NES clacks, because, well, as NES, Genesis, SNES, any other version of clacks that isn't this. There are some interesting ports of clacks. The Lynx had, like, a near arcade perfect port of clacks. Even had, like, entirely digitized sound effects. The Lynx port of clacks is really impressive. 7800, I think, had a pretty impressive port of clacks. As the game stands, I would say I always thought clacks was fun. I don't have the searing hatred for clacks that I've heard some people have, but also I wouldn't say it's like anywhere near as good as Tetris. If Tetris was ported to the 2600 officially, I would be putting that in the outstanding category, regardless of if it was any good, because it's just Tetris. But Night on the Town. What the hell is this? This isn't porn, is it? It is. This is Atari porn. I think this actually... I see, yeah, because this was bundled with some other game. I've seen this. This is, wait. Yeah, this is...
Jeremiah Thomas. The Lynx version is great.
It is.
The 7800 version was never released, but I think it was complete.
Okay. They port... It's funny, too,
Jeremiah
how
Thomas, aka Lady in Waiting.
Oh, Lady in Waiting, that's the gender-swapped version? Okay. How... I know I need to build the bridge. Actually, I can just reset and do the demo, because this will show how to do it. Or not. Yep, this is a, oh, who were they? Actually, I don't know, because it doesn't say, but I forget the, mine... whatever. Pornovision. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, so I have to do that. Oh, but the shark is there. And you have to time it with the shark. I see. See, here's the thing. This is probably the actual best of the porn games on 2600. In that it's like actually a fun game to play outside of the quote-unquote eroticism. Oh, okay, speed strat discovered. You go like considerably faster when running. I love how you can jump like 50 feet in the air despite having a block that's like double your height. Or that's like bigger than your head. It's that gritty realism that really makes 2600 games. Oh shit, now I have a thing coming after me. Ah. Don't come after me. No, don't come after me. I gotta get my horny. The bridge stays, Oh. They give you a lot of lives. They really want you to see the eroticism on display. The tasteful nudity of the 2600. Okay, how the fuck do I... Can I just, like, smash a brick over his head? That would be cool. I don't think that's a mechanic. Actually, I seemingly have infinite lives. You know, usually pornographic games are, like, really challenging. Like, like a lot of like those like strip mahjong games like in Japanese arcades tend to actually be like pretty difficult because they really want you to work for your payoff or whatever. A lot of these porn games on 2600 are ridiculously easy to a point where some of them just don't even have a game at all, a la Custer's Revenge. That's right, it's up. Up to drop a tile. Up to drop your load. It's kind of counterintuitive to what you might expect.
Jeremiah Thomas. Do you know the name Custer's Revenge had when released outside the US?
Oh my god, what? You mean foreigners had to play that shit? I'm so sorry. Well, great news, America. Country music was actually not our worst export. It was that. It was Custer's Revenge. What was it? Actually, yeah, that's a good point, because people outside of America might not actually understand like the historical significance of George Armstrong Custer, whatever. Custer's Last Stand and all that. Rootin' tootin' engine. Anyway. It's probably something like really racist, isn't it? Because it's like.
Jeremiah Thomas. General Retreat.
Oh, never mind. I was thinking it was going to be something like really racist, because it's like, well, we don't have any Native Americans we need to worry about offending. Let's just like call it something really offensive. Firewater Freakout.
Jeremiah Thomas. What about the gender swap version?
That's a good point. I don't think there was a gender swapped version of Custer's Revenge, which I would say would make that game more offensive if, like, it wasn't just so unbelievably on the nose already. Can you jump over that guy? You have to get, like, really good timing. Yeah, this might actually be the first,
Thomas.
like...
Westward Ho.
No! Jeremiah, okay, you're joking, right? You're joking, right? Was there really a gender-swapped version called Westward Ho? You're joking, right? That's a joke? Please tell me you're joking. Good fucking name. Oh. Wait, why did it...
Jeremiah Thomas.
That's weird.
Westward Ho was only released outside the US.
Yeah, I wonder why Americans didn't flock to that. That's so good. So they didn't. I was joking before about them like, oh well, like just come up with a more offensive name. Who's gonna even care at that point? And then they did. Congratulations! I'm so happy. I'm so happy we can just offend men and women of all shapes, sizes, and creeds. Oh, so this is a version. Oh my god. Okay, so this is a. I switched it to another difficulty, and in like the harder difficulty. Yeah, okay. In the higher difficulty, the shark can actually take away. Yeah. That's so good. I feel enlightened with that information. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, that might actually be the first Atari porn
Jet
game.
Screamer. Westward Ho is the XXX version of Oregon Trail.
Good.
He died of syphilis. Renee W. Hi, waving hand, everyone.
Nice. Yeah, this might actually be the first Atari porn game I rate favorably. It's fun. Night on Town / I guess it's called Lady in Waiting. Anyway, Kool-Aid Man! Oh yeah! Please stop saying oh no, cause the fucking Kool-Aid Man gonna keep showing up! Anyway.
Lowly Woman. Balls 2D. Jeremiah Thomas. Get those thirsties.
Balls 2D, oh no. Yeah, get the thirsties. I definitely know about this game because, well, JonTron and also, I think Ira Gamer even did a video on this before JonTron even.
Jet Screamer. Is this the Jim Jones edition?
No, I think that's, Fuck, who were they? I think that's the porn version, actually. I don't know why I'm blanking on the company who did the porn games. I want to say Mindscape, but that's a totally different company that has nothing to do with anything. But anyway, they released the Jim Jones edition of Kool-Aid Man. But yeah, so this game, the only reason I know how to play this is because of the Irate Gamer video. So, you know, for people who want to, you know, shit on Irate Gamer, he is good for something. So this mess...
Jeremiah Thomas. Mystique, Playground,
Mystique, that's it,
Universal
yeah.
GameX.
Universal Game? Really? The Mr. Do people? They made porn games? Eh. I mean, even Nintendo made porn games, technically. Look it up. One of their, pre-Donkey Kong, they made, they allegedly made a version of Wild Gunman, I think it is, where you're shooting naked ladies. Oh shit, so you grow up to be Mecha Kool-Aid Guy. I mean, I know how to play this game. It doesn't mean that it's necessarily one that I want to play. You kind of just bounce all around the wall because one could say you're bouncing off the walls like somebody who's hopped up on Kool-Aid. Maybe had a bit too much. Maybe this is the Jim Jones edition. Who knows? Maybe this is what happened. This was the immediate aftermath before they all keeled over. This is kind of a bit too chaotic. Because you lose all control whenever you get hit by any of the anti-Kool-Aid guys and also the Thirsties. So the Thirsties are slowly drinking the Kool-Aid. Whoa, what? Oh, got it. So do new Thirsties form, or can you get rid of all the Thirsties, actually? Yes, I think new Thirsties do form. So it just goes on infinitely. Actually, no, never mind. You do have, like, multiple levels, and I think I just hit another level. But you can't ever, like, fully get rid of the Thirsties, because they infinitely respawn. I don't know, I think this game can be a bit chaotic, but... I don't know, it's... even when the game is over, you're still...
Renee W.
You're still bouncing off the walls.
Hi LDP.
Hi.
Renee W. I'm good, thumbs up, smiling face with smiling eyes.
Okay. Yeah, Kool-Aid Man is... You know, like, I put, like, fun has, like, the majority of games. It's, like, vastly overstacked as compared to everything else, but... I don't know, I think a lot of... I'm realizing that just covers a lot of, base for 2600 games. You know, I think a lot of 2600 games are fun, but not, like, overly investing. Crawl is the next game. Is this the one that wasn't released? Or am I thinking of something else? No, I'm thinking of the Dune game. I don't think that was released. Has anybody seen this movie? Is it as bad as everyone says it is?
Jeremiah Thomas. I like Krull, both the game and the movie.
Okay. I think this was released. I think I am thinking of Dune. What the fuck
Jeremiah
is this?
Thomas. Krull is awesome. Lowly
What?
woman. Troll LOL.
Troll, okay. What is... So question, what is
Jeremiah
anything
Thomas.
anymore?
Krull is some of James Horner's best work.
Horner? James Horner? I've never If this is his best work, I hate to see his worst. No, I've never seen the movie, and I don't know who that man is, and I'm sure he's a very talented person, but also, what the fuck is anything? I don't get it. Oh, so this is like a platformer now.
Jeremiah Thomas. Jump over the threads to get the door.
I'm at the door.
Arus 218.
Can I go in?
Hello, how's it going?
Do I need to get like a key
Jeremiah
or something?
Thomas. James Horner is the composer.
Oh, okay, so the soundtrack is good. All I know about this movie is that it's like one of the more infamous financial flops in cinema history.
Jeremiah Thomas. Look at the flashing dot, and leave at the dot.
Flashing dot. Ah! Okay, so now we get to gameplay style number 1. I think here you're just... What? Oh. Oh, I do have an attack. So I can just attack those guys.
Jeremiah Thomas. When you get to the door, the Widow of the Web shows you which exit to take to get to the fortress.
Okay, and now I'm on a horse. I guess this is just a cutscenes. I don't... Oh, shit. I forgot you can pause on Atari. The window of... Like, the Widow of the Web shows you which exit to take to get to the fortress. That's a lot of lore to have to understand in order to get this game. Okay, so now the controls just don't work at all. Cool.
Jeremiah Thomas. When you write over the glaive or a 1-up, either push the button or push down to pick it up.
Oh.
You will need extra glaives when you fight the beast.
What the hell is the plot of this movie? So someone attacked... So I'm assuming by this game the plot of the movie is you're about to get married, somebody kidnaps your girlfriend, and then you're attacked by a giant spider.
Arus 218. Halo Woman. Jeremiah Thomas. I try to go up the side of the web first, and then move towards the door.
Okay. Except I'm not on the web. Oh, I see. I can use that as like a vine, essentially. I guess the spider is the one who's kidnapped your fiance, presumably. I mean, if this is, like, actually, like, plot accurate, then I've, like, kind of already sort of absorbed the general plot of this movie through an Atari game. That's gotta count for something, at least.
Jeremiah Thomas. Know the Beast.
Oh, okay. And if you take too long, the thing at the bottom. Alright. I might come back to that game just to see, like, the other gameplay styles, but that's fascinating. If for no other reason than it's based off a movie that I don't think anybody has ever spoken of in the past 30 years.
Jeremiah Thomas. The spider is only giving you time because the widow of the web has given you a short time to reach the top.
I see. I understand. So it's like the Evil Otto or something like that. Kung Fu? Kung Fu or Kung Fu Master? I'm gonna check, but I'm guessing these are the same games. I assume this is a port of the, Oh, this is a different game. Oh, is this the... This might be the Oh, this is just karate again. Is this the Univision, or... Not Univision, Ultravision,
Jeremiah
whatever the hell.
Thomas. The widow of Webb is not in the game, but that is from the movie.
Okay. Now I kind of want to see Krull. Because, like, judging by this Atari game, that movie sounds batshit insane, and I am all for it. Is it streaming anywhere? You know what? Screw it, I'm gonna look. By the way, if you've never used this app, check out Just Watch. If you ever want to, like, see where something is streaming, if it's streaming at all, Just Watch. Honestly, this movie might be obscure enough at this stage
Jeremiah
to where you can
Thomas.
just find it free on YouTube.
I bet Kung Fu was the name used in a different country.
It might be. Okay. That would make sense. Well, it's not available to stream anywhere, but you can, like, rent it on Amazon or Apple or things like that. Again, it could also just be obscure enough at this stage where you can just watch it on YouTube free. Or archive.org or something. Just like, how many people care about this movie anymore? It's like color swapped, too. Anyway, I'm going to not play that for fear that I actually have to, play it. Kung Fu Master. Is this the arcade
Jeremiah
game?
Thomas. Krull was one of my childhood favorites. I have watched it so many times. There was also an arcade game.
I think I have seen that arcade game before. Was that? That was that Konami or Sega or I forget. It was like some big name released it. And not a lot of people know about the arcade game because, well, not a lot of people know about the movie anymore. I don't know. I talk shit about the movie. I've never seen it. I just, again, know of it as a gigantic box office flop and people kind of making fun of it on those
Jeremiah
terms.
Thomas.
I'm sure it's a fine movie.
This is the IRAM arcade game.
Yeah. How's this gonna work on 2600? Oh. Well, it's got the music. Oh, so you can only punch. And you can only punch while moving, either. So, wait. Actually. Or can you kick? I'm not sure. I think you can kick when you're ducking. Also, you can't kick while You can't kick while jumping, unfortunately. Except you can
Aru's
kick.
218.
It seems to alternate.
Didn't know Karate Kid had ninja stars. Jeremiah Thomas. This is surprisingly decent.
Exactly, right?
Jose Lopez 94.
This is one of the better, especially considering how poorly Double Dragon was handled on 2600 around this time. Granted, probably different people porting it, different company and whatnot, but this is a pretty good port. Pretty good graphics, too. I would argue, like, one of the better looking games on 2600. Definitely one of the later games that truly utilized switch banking. Considering this is technically a movie licensed game, I think this is definitely a better movie licensed game than Krull.
Jose Lopez 94. Is it okay if I post a link to one of my videos?
Sure,
I
go
thought
ahead.
I'd ask. Jeremiah Thomas.
No, go ahead.
Activision
I'm always
released Kung Fu
pro
Master, Double Dragon,
advertisement.
Rampage,
If
and
anybody...
Commando late in the console's life.
Oh yeah, that's true. There was a port of Rampage, wasn't there? That was probably pretty good too. Actually, I think it was. I think I've played it. I want to say this was also ported to the 7800. That was probably pretty decent. I imagine a 7800 could do a pretty good rendition. I mean, is it as good as the NES version? Probably not, but I mean, it's not like you could realistically actually expect that. I mean, unless you're dealing with something like Akari Warriors, where the 2600 version is better just by virtue of not being made by Micronics.
Jose Lopez 94. https://youtube.com/watch?mark v=9mfwd6rsHKM%SI=sign R1ST9 Jeremiah Thomas. I think the movie license was only for the Japanese release.
Well, true, technically. I guess that's true, you're right. Because in Japan it was just called Spartan X. Which, actually, now that I think about it, is it really a movie license if it's, like, just barely based on... Oh, no, wait, no, right,
Thomas.
never mind, because that's what the movie was called in Japan. Here it was called Meals on Wheels, or Wheels on Meals.
The controls are exactly the same. Only one button. Jose Lopez 94. Just in case anyone wants to check out my most recent video, as I'm only 27 subs away from 100. Sir Jacob. LDP. Beverage box slightly smiling face.
Hey, Sir Jacob. I'm always kind of torn, at least with the original game, of like this being like kind of like an arcade classic or being like sort of unforgivingly jank. I think Jacob, I'm in the right mood to call this an arcade classic. I hope everyone is enjoying
the evening. Aru's 218.
Even if I'm still useless at
Congrats, Jose, once you get there, and hello to you and Jacob.
game that's like kind of similar to this that I
Jose
wish got
Lopez,
more arcade
94.
ports.
I'm still chillin' and my knee is still getting better. LDP. Are we back?
While I wait for a response, I'm going to rank the game. That might be an outstanding one, I think.
Aru's 218. Nope.
Oh. Oh yeah, it's not.
Aru's 218. Okay, now we back.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, I just had to refresh it on my end, too. Yeah, I'm going to say that's an outstanding game. Just, like, one as a result of the kind of above-average presentation for a 2600 game, but also just because it's a fun game that plays pretty well on the 2600. Yeah, there we go. Kung Fu Master. Outstanding. Kyprus? Labyrinth. Oh my god, is there another movie tie-in? I'm excited to see what Labyrinth is. Anyway, this is Kyprus.
Jeremiah Thomas. Kifis is unreleased.
Okay. Oh, I can definitely tell already by the fact there's not a lot in terms of music or sound effect. Well, music is not out of the ordinary, but not a lot of sound effects either.
Jose Lopez 94. When I reach 103 subs, I'll plan something special the week before my great-grandma's birthday.
Okay. 103 subs? Seems like a random number, but alright. I don't know what this game would have been like. I'm thinking this probably would have been something kind of like Xenophobe, maybe? Where you just, like, shoot people in, like, a multi-screen, like Xenophobe, or maybe, like, a beat-em-up. As it stands, it doesn't look like the game was really finished to a point of being playable. Labyrinth. Okay. Please. Please tell me this is a game based off the David Bowie and Jim Henson movie. I don't think it is. It does not. I think this is just like 3D Monster Maze on ZX81.
Jeremiah Thomas. I think Labyrinth is probably a Starpath prototype of their released game, Escape from the Mind Master.
Oh! Oh, yeah, I have played this. Yeah, I have played this. I think the music might be slightly different, actually, in this version. Whoa. 3D, dude. See, this is what, like, fucktupling the RAM in the 2600, this is what that gets you.
Jeremiah Thomas. Yep, it is.
Anyway, I'm not gonna play that because I've already played the
Jose
original
Lopez,
version
94.
of this.
I figured the more random the number of subs I get, the more future videos I'll plan out for my channel.
Good. Lady in Waiting, we already played this. This is just a gender-swapped version of the Knights on the Town. Yeah, just looking at it and confirming it is just that. Except now you look like a Dr. Seuss character, as the AVGN said. And also, I love how you're like just mooning. I love how you're mooning the woman who's in waiting. Uh, Good screenshot. Laser Blast. I think is this a keyboard game, or am I thinking of something different?
Orc War Chief reviews. So I'm about to get in a lot of trouble with my controversy on my next video.
Good. As it should be. Hey, Orc War Chief reviews. Have you seen the movie Crawl?
Hello, War Chief.
Is Crawl... So, like, Jeremiah Thomas... So I've been, like, saying, like, I know nothing about the movie Crawl, and the reason I mention that is because I just played the 2600 game based off of it. The reason I say that is because, like, all I know about that movie is that it was, like, infamously one of the bigger box office bombs.
Orc War
But
Chief
apparently
reviews.
it's not bad.
Yes, I review it.
Oh, you reviewed it? Is it actually bad? Because, like, Jeremiah Thomas is, like, singing the praises of that movie. Anyway, this is Laser Blast. Oh, is this... Oh shit, it's Missile Command.
Orc War Chief reviews. I gave it a pretty high score, but I've been told by other people it's mediocre.
Okay.
Jeremiah Thomas. I love Krull, but I am a fantasy junkie.
I'm gonna need to watch Crawl. It's not available to, like, actually stream anywhere unless you want to rent it, which I guess I could do. So you're a spaceship who shoots disco. That's cool. This game looks pretty good, but also I've never heard of it. I'm a little surprised, like... I don't even think this is on, like, any of the Activision collections. This must be, like, a pretty late release,
Jeremiah
if it was
Thomas.
released at all.
After you are hit, you can kamikaze the guns.
Oh, that's cool.
Orc War Chief reviews.
Oh, that's cool!
So it's up there with Hawk the Slayer. A lot of people consider Hawk the Slayer very mediocre, but the acting in it by its main villain is amazing.
I've never even heard of that
Thomas.
movie.
I think David Crane did this one.
Oh! There is some pedigree to it, then. That would also explain why it's, you know, weird as fuck. I say weird as fuck. It's very inspired by Missile Command. It doesn't play quite like it. It doesn't play like it at all, actually. It almost plays like a reverse Missile Command. Where you actually have to shoot the targets below instead of, defending them, but... This is a pretty fun game. I do like the ability to kamikaze
Jose
the
Lopez
guns.
94. At Orc War Chief's reviews, I'm subbed to you and left a comment on one of your videos. Jeremiah Thomas. It has one of the most difficult patches to acquire.
One of the most difficult patches? What do you mean?
Orc War Chief reviews. Which one?
See, this is how you get to, like, 100 subscribers. You should be, like, you have to subscribe to find out. See, think smart. Think smart, Jose. You gotta give people an incentive to subscribe, other than, you know, making good videos and stuff like that.
Jose Lopez 94. Your most recent one.
Okay. Or just give the game away completely.
Jeremiah Thomas. Activision patches. Where you take a picture of score, and send it into Activision, and they send a patch to you.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Actually, that makes sense. That sounds like something that would have been pretty common around that time. This is a fun game, though. I'm a little surprised that I've only ever heard of it now, though, because it's fun, but like people don't really talk about it like they do, you know, Kaboom or Pitfall or any of the other, you know, classic Atari 2600 games made by Activision.
Orc War Chief Reviews. Well, I appreciate that we now have a Patreon for my channel. My quest to get an editor so I can do more videos.
I should really watch your videos. I don't know why I really haven't.
Jeremiah Thomas. Almost all of Activision's early games offered a patch. Some, like this one, offered more than one.
This game is fun, though. I'm gonna put it in the... I was gonna say it's a bit too basic to be very fun, but nah, it's fine. Very fun. What was this game called? Laser Blast, I think? It does have a pretty generic title, and that's even compared to other 2600 games.
Orc War Chief Reviews. I haven't seen one of those patches in a long time. Orc War Chief Reviews. I wonder how much those go for now.
Oh, this was one of the 32-in-1 games. Okay. Oh, probably thousands. Laser games. I think this is the keypad. This is the one that requires the keypad, maybe? iMagic. Alright.
Jeremiah Thomas. Some of the rarer ones go for big bucks. Jeremiah Thomas.
Nope.
Nope. Controller.
Oh, okay.
Sir Jacob. Clutches keypad.
Another Defender Club. It's amazing at how well the 2600 could actually handle scrolling, considering, like, more advanced computers like the MSX really couldn't. And, like, things like the Amstrad just, like, didn't even try.
Jeremiah Thomas. Laser Gates is fun. Sir Jacob. The Green Helicopter Flash Game at Home Helicopter.
The Green Helicopters Flash Game. Oh, the Green Helicopters Flash Game. I've never heard of that, but I guess somebody made a Flash game that's kind of like this. Actually, I said Scramble. I think this, or Defender. I think this reminds me a lot more of Scramble or Super Cobra or something like that. I don't think... Well, I guess Super Cobra might have had like a prototype release, I've been told, but I don't think Scramble was ever even planned.
Jose Lopez 94. Should I do more TV show trivia videos as shorts or plan out an Arthur recap video as a premiere when I reach 1K subs? I wonder. Sir Jacob. Logan's better at defense than offense here. Grinning face with sweat. Renee W. Hugs hugging face.
fun game, and it has like a bunch of meters and stuff to it as well. This is a neat this is a neat thing.
Hello Jacob and Renee. Jeremiah Thomas. Yep, forced scrolling. Super Cobra was released by Parker Brothers for the 2600. Sir Jacob. Hi
It
Arus.
was released.
Sir Jacob. This is pretty good. Lowly woman. Helicopter at home.
Is that what it's
Lopez,
called?
94.
Helicopter? The Flash
I
game
have
that
those
Sir
two
Jacob
ideas
is
in
talking
mind, but I
about?
need more. Sir Jacob. You said there's 32 in one?
I guess Laser Blast was one of the games in the 32 in 1.
Lowly woman. LOL no.
There's a game called 32 in 1 and Laser Blast, the game that we played last. Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty good. My thoughts exactly. I like this. It was released by Parker Brothers for the 2600. Okay.
Arus 218. Doesn't look like a helicopter to me. Oh well, Halo Lowly woman. Lowly woman. Game Boy 32 in 1 is superior.
I imagine there were several 32 in 1
so I
games
think I
released
finally
on Game
figured
Boy.
out
There were
how
a
Michael
lot
Myers
of
learned how to
bootleg
drive. They
multi
must have
parts
had a
released for
speed
that
shifter
system.
arcade in the asylum. Lowly woman. What up Arus?
Michael Myers learned how to drive.
Jeremiah
they
Thomas.
must have
I believe
had a
Lasergate's dot has an
speed
ending, but it gets
shifter
damned hard.
arcade in the asylum, yeah, I guess so. That's how that
Arus
works.
218. Doing okay, thanks, and you?
I mean, I feel like the William Shatner mask would kind of be a distraction while driving anyway. Clearly, that's the most egregious thing he's ever done. So, Orc War Chief reviews. Can I offer my controversial take?
Lowly woman. Doing fine, just lurking here. Sir Jacob. The text-to-speech says lowly woman.
Yeah.
Grinning face with sweat.
Well, that's how you're supposed to say it anyway, right? Lowly? Maybe lolly? I don't know.
Orc War Chief reviews. Just finished the Halloween audio for the review.
Here's my hot take. Halloween 3 was the best Halloween movie. Season of the Witch. The one that has nothing to do with, like, the Michael Myers, Laurie Strode storyline. Because I think it just, like,
Arus
plays with
218.
atmosphere and kind of just, like,
here today.
things like that. Just
Lowly
way
woman.
better. Like, the Silver Shamrock
Yes,
story, I
because a
kind of
lowly
like a
is
bit
short.
better.
Arus 218.
I've never actually seen... I've
prefer
never seen the
Gremlins
first
2.
Gremlins. I need to see
Orc
that,
War
though.
Chief reviews. Oh, tag me in, coach. I have some controversy on it.
Oh, God, you don't like it? I mean, the popular opinion is that it's bad. So, like, I'm kind of going against the grain. But I like Halloween 3 better than... I think, like, beyond that, though, like, most of the sequels sucked. I think apart from... was H2O? H2O was the good one, right? And then the one afterwards was, like,
Jeremiah
Halloween something. That was the
I
one
do
with,
not
like,
know if I
Magic
have ever
Johnson,
watched
and
a
it
Halloween
sucked.
Movie. Orc War Chief reviews. Tag me in.
You don't know if you've ever watched a Halloween movie? I'd
Lowly
definitely
woman.
start with the first one.
Vampire Killer MSX is better than Castlevania NES.
Oh, shit. I could see why you would think that, though. I don't think it has back... I don't actually think it has knockback like Castlevania on NES, so there is, like, some argument to be had there, but... I don't know if I could really argue something like that. Anyway, what was that game? Laser games?
Orc
That
War
was
Chief Reviews.
also, I'd say, very fun.
Who know?
What was it? Yeah, laser game. Oh, actually, it's called Laser Gates. Never mind. There we go. Laser
Jeremiah
Gates.
Thomas. Laser Gates. Lowly
Yeah.
woman. I don't care about the knockback. It has better non-linear JSMA design.
That's a good point too. Like I was saying on Ketsu's stream when I had him play that, I think it's a bit more like it's almost like a puzzle platformer. I think you actually need to get a key. So it's almost like multi-screen Solomon's Key, if that makes sense. It's an interesting one. Wait. Laser...
Orc War Chief Reviews.
I think that's...
Hey, take me and Miss Woman and we get this whole thing up. Lowly woman. Yes, find key to advance and the first boss fires
this is
fireballs.
just Laser Gates.
Jeremiah Thomas. Probably laser volley.
Oh, it's just Laser Gates, it looks like. Maybe it's called Laser Volley in some other region? I don't know.
Orc
Lily
War Chief
Adventures.
Reviews. We can create a lot of controversy, lol.
Alright, fine. Probably won't have you on for very long, but... I will say I first saw this and I thought it said Liddy Adventures, and I thought that was funny.
Jeremiah Thomas. I do not know this one.
Enjoy these hot Atari jams while Discord loads.
Lowly woman. Haha, 1-bit game.
Yeah. 64 bits, 32 bits, 16 bits, 8 bits, you know the drill.
Jeremiah Thomas. Definitely no US release. Maybe a European only game.
Fake game. Fake game for fake gamers.
Lowly woman. Vampire Killer MSX also has better sub-weapons.
I
Jeremiah
actually haven't
Thomas.
played much of it.
Home Vision, that is PAL. Lowly woman. You can get a shield that stops fireballs completely.
Alright, I'm in,
Hello. Yeah, I got you.
okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Oh, fuck, okay. Cool.
So, big controversy. I agree with you. Halloween 3 is the best Halloween. So
Oh my god, I feel vindicated.
GTG, take care later everyone.
Alright, bye, Arus.
Arus fought Gremlins for his stream.
God
Hey
damn it.
Gremlins, when people visit
It always
streams, they want
happens. Always
popcorn
happens to the
drinks,
nicest
chatting,
guy.
and no Gremlins in our devices. Do I have to get in there? Lowly woman. Halo Orc. Lowly woman.
Hey,
Later Arus.
Oh, this is a platformer, it looks like.
yeah. So, yeah, this is I've seen this before. You gotta be careful. Yeah, you can kind of space jump, and if I remember correctly, you can hold the jump button.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you don't need to hold the button, though. It just, like, space jumps by default.
hmm No, I thought holding it you could get a little more height or something like that, or like it slows it down just a little tiny bit.
Not really. You seem to only have one jump height.
Yeah, no. My big controversy is after watching the first Halloween again. It's been a while. It's kind of mediocre.
I don't know if I would go that far. I definitely think it I wouldn't go as far as, like, some people would say. This reminds me a lot of, like... This actually reminds me a lot of, like, that Smurfs or that Cabbage Patch game for 2600. You know what I mean? The Coleco one.
Yeah. It's all about jumping the monsters.
Yeah, like, that's... Like, it's pretty basic gameplay mechanics overall, but it's fun. I think these kinds of games are maybe designed a bit more for younger kids. Because they have a more simplistic, general...
game and watch game.
It does have that vibe, doesn't it? Where you're just kind of going back and forth and back and forth. I think there's two stages, if I remember correctly.
I think I'm on the second stage now. Or no.
Okay. No. I think there's like like they stage out. So you get this one side, I think you get another side view. I can't remember. It's been a while.
Well, like
there's other stage out. Yeah.
Yeah, like now there's like like now there's like pits and things that I need to jump over. So I guess it's a bit more.
Don't fall.
Yeah, I don't think the Cabbage Patch game ever had death pits, so that's a bit more advanced.
Yeah, you can technically jump on the turtles and ride them, if I remember correctly.
Oh.
Infinite lives?
You know what? That might be the case, actually. That's actually kind of good in this case, because you really sort of blend into the background around this area.
Yeah, it's all until the counter drops, if I remember correctly.
Oh, that's the game over.
Yeah.
Jeremiah Thomas. Cabbage Kids was unfinished.
It was unfinished?
It's Mario.
Yeah, I after seeing, though, like I said, I watched that and I'm like, there are, like, Donald Pleasance is kind of muted in that one.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he is, and it's very mediocre.
He got a lot more goofy. Like, honestly, like, as bad as the sequels were for Halloween, Donald Pleasance was, like, the one saving grace of those movies. Like, Halloween 6, he was just so stupid, and he, like, just carried the entire movie when nothing else could.
Well, like I said, like, watching the one where Michael's going after that little girl, I can't remember that part, because that's part of a different franchise. That, I find, is more terrifying.
I don't think Michael ever went after a different girl. I think that was...
No. Was that Laurie Strode just a child version of Laurie Strode or something like that? Or
I don't think that was ever a thing.
Oh, okay, so Crawl... Here's the thing about Crawl.
Tell us how great Crawl is.
Crawl has great story building. Unfortunately, it has what... It's kind of long-winded. But its music in it is so fucking amazing.
That was the thing that Jeremiah Thomas specifically wanted to highlight. It's like James Holland or Orland or something was the guy's name of it, I guess.
Yeah, it's up there. It's up there with Hawk the Slayer, because Hawk the Slayer has this amazing
Jeremiah
80s,
Thomas.
like
he also mentioned that movie.
It's like this great riff. Like I put it on, but I don't want to get your channel hit.
Yeah, don't do that, please. But anyway, that game, I would say, like, on the whole, it's kind of meh. Like, it's simple, and I think it's meant for kids, but I don't know. Even still, I would say maybe like the Smurfs game is a bit better.
If we're talking Halloween, why not play the Halloween game?
I did that last week. It is ass. I put it in the... I'm pretty sure I put it... I didn't put it in the garbage category, but I think I put it in the not fun category.
Did you see the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Did you play that one yet?
I'm going to get to that one. That one's actually I will defend that one slightly. Just like it doesn't really even have much of a game to it, but it is kind of
Mhm.
satisfying, like decapitating people.
Yeah. I hate to say it,
Jeremiah Thomas.
it's the same thing with a
Now
lot
it
of this
does hit
stuff.
some
Like
of the same beats as his Star
the
Teeth
great
2,
thing that
The Wrath of
Halloween
Khan score.
has, and the great thing that that movie has, and it's the unfortunateness of it, is that Halloween has some of the greatest music and some of the greatest shooting I saw in a horror movie.
I
Like it's
mean,
well
it's
shot.
John Carpenter music. I dare you to find me a John Carpenter movie with bad music.
Assault on Precinct.
I never heard of that, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, Assault on Precinct is the one that he had a little. I don't think he did lots for the music, and I would say some of the later Halloweens because he does like a lot of like he does Mr. Sandman, for example, is
I don't
in one of
think
the Halloweens.
my understanding is like as the Halloween franchise went on, he kind of like had less and less creative input in
Yeah,
those movies.
well, he didn't want to do any more Halloween, from
Yeah,
what I've heard.
exactly.
Yeah, like Michael Myers was supposed to be a one-off villain,
That's what I was
and
saying. Is like that. Like that's the thing with Halloween 3 is like it kind of sticks to John Carpenter's original idea, which is kind of have
yeah,
almost like a Twilight Zone anthology thing, where like the the different Halloween movies don't really interconnect in any way.
like Honest Johnson. I know the review. I shouldn't say too much because I just finished the audio,
Yeah.
but be perfectly honest. I want to get to the other Halloweens. Now that I've done this one, I'm kind of like, oh, thank God, I don't have to do this one again.
Oh no, no, that means you're gonna have to get to Halloween 2. That one is ass. Don't know.
Oh, well, I've
That's the
started the
one that like
commission.
introduces that stupid plot point of Laurie Strode being Michael Myers' sister. Or
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh no,
That's
no.
where we get.
Actually,
Oh,
wait. If you're marathoning all the Halloween movies, because I actually did that on a totally different channel with my one friend Tyler. Whenever
yeah,
Halloween Kills came out, I
yeah.
marathoned all the movies up to that point, and I
Mm.
ended up watching Kills and Ends. And also, hot take: 2018 Halloween trilogy sucked ass. Like, I
Oh,
liked it. I
awful.
liked those. I liked those when they came out, but
Absolutely.
upon like revisiting them mentally, I'm like, wait, these movies sucked. Why
Well,
did I like
that's
them?
because they're woke garbage, and they're
I
out
don't
of
even know if they're
place.
woke garbage. I think they're just bad. Like, especially like
Halloween
Halloween
Kills.
Kills, where they was like, if we join together, and oh, I guess in that sense, kind of woke
Yeah,
garbage.
yeah. No, it is. It is so woke garbage, and it's so. And the thing about that one, the how okay, here's how you save those Halloween movies. Don't you take the first Halloween, you start the first story instead of Laurie Strode being this badass survivalist, you put her as the kindly old lady. 25 years have passed. She's not afraid of Michael Myers. Then you have Michael Myers show up and start murdering people. Then from there, you go into Halloween Kills. Actually, I drop Halloween Kills. I hate
Yeah,
Halloween Kills all the fucking together.
yeah.
Then you see you have
Well, no, no, don't
5
do
years.
that, cause don't do that, cause that means you also have to drop that really good ending song that Ghost did.
Yeah, I guess you got a point. Well,
That
there's
was the
some good
one. That was the one saving grace of that piece of shit movie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was the problem with that was it was so brutal. I I like I said, I hated every that movie made me want to like I was exhausted after watching a movie and you don't want me feeling like I like when I watch a
Yeah.
good movie, I'm
Oh no
repped
no
up.
no
I'm
no
ready
no.
to go.
Okay, here's the thing. We're talking about movies that are like good movies, and then like 2018 Halloween was like kind
Mhm.
of mediocre, bordering on bad. Rob Zombie Halloween is the reason I am pro-choice. It's an abortion, and it should have been aborted. Like, okay, here's the no. Like, I say that in all sincerity.
Okay, I'm not a fan
I
of
think
Rob
that was the
Zombies.
movie. I think Halloween 2, especially Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, was the first movie. I used to believe, like, even if a movie was bad, it at least has some sort of artistic merit if you can enjoy it ironically.
Lowly woman.
Yeah.
Face blue smiling.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
that Halloween 2, the Rob Zombie version, is the first movie I ever watched where I was like, this has no artistic merit. Literally every single thing about this movie is like the worst thing I ever saw in my entire life. And I felt like you after like Halloween Kills, where I just felt exhausted after watching it. Every second to
yeah.
me was like a knife through my throat.
Yeah.
It's like
Okay.
Michael
Can
Myers
I?
physically jumped out of the screen and started
Rob
assassinating
Zombie.
me through
Rob
the medium
Zombie
of
is.
cinema.
Can I be honest? Rob Zombie is a great music video director.
Yes, and nothing more.
And nothing more. Like he's good at music. He actually has some pretty decent music.
He has a good
But
album.
yeah, I would say Kung Pao. Kung Pao
Jeremiah
was still
Thomas.
fun though. Kung
That was
Pao was
Kung
fun
Pao
to
for me.
watch. That's the difference. Like this is like Rob Zombie's is kind of like look at his look at the monsters he did. Like that was it looked like a music video. It looks like it's shot exactly like a music video would be
Kung
shot.
Pao, is that another really bad movie? I've never heard of that.
It's a very interesting kung fu
Lowly
movie
woman.
that's pretty bad.
Robot face zombie.
But Kung Pao is kind of one of those situations like that's just kind of over
I
the
see.
top. Yeah, they basically took an old kung fu movie that was like not popular, and some white guy created a movie off
Oh, that sounds awful.
it. Yeah,
Lowly woman.
it's a pretty
Kung
bad
Pao is
comedy too. It's
comedy.
over the top.
Oh, it's
It's
a
very
comedy?
Lowly
Okay.
woman.
But
Yeah.
like a bad one?
It makes fun of itself.
yeah, it does. It
Okay.
really does. I would say if you're looking for Kung Fu Hustle would be a better
Jeremiah
movie
Thomas.
if you're looking for
Did
a
I
comedy
watch Kung
movie.
Fu
Only
Hustle?
movie
Was
I
that the
have
one
ever
with
walked
like
out of.
80s Motown?
I think so.
I think Yasuke might have made me watch that back when I was like doing like Discord watch parties and shit.
Yeah.
That was a good
it's-
movie. That was
Yeah.
that was really stupid. I loved it.
Yeah, I won't give my rating, but I'll say this: Halloween is now
Hey Tyler,
after. Yo,
Lowly
come
woman.
in here.
Kung Fu Hustle is over-the-top violent comedy.
Tyler's a massive fan of Halloween. I want this to be a debate now.
Here's the problem. I think the first Halloween is the enemy of its own creation.
You mean like
That's
how like
right.
it's kind of like inspired things that are better than it
Yeah,
as a result of
like that's the best way to
inspiration?
put it. Michael Myers crawled, so Jason Voorhees can walk a little faster.
Oh, come on. Friday you don't really believe that Friday the 13th is better than Halloween. Come on. Friday the 13th,
yeah.
like the Friday the 13th movies, even the good ones are
Leagues
so
and
stupid.
leagues and miles, amazing.
Okay, so what did you want to say about like Halloween 1978 being like the biggest piece of shit you've ever seen or something?
I don't think it's the biggest piece of shit.
I know. I'm just fucking with you.
I think unfortunately it's a product of its creation because of the other Halloween movies that were far superior. So you got a movie that's kind of boring, and I spent most of the time like looking at my phone instead of watching the movie because I was bored.
I would not go that far. I think that Halloween 1978 has some issues. I think mainly the acting is kind of the biggest issue.
Well, like Jamie Lee Curtis isn't
Jeremiah
she
Somebody
acts
who
her
weaseled
heart
their
out.
way
The
onto my
first
stream.
Friday RHE 13th is a
Hello.
good movie.
And now we're like debating about Halloween. He actually agrees with me that Halloween 3 is the best one, but he says that like Halloween 1978,
Oh,
he
come on
rewatched
now.
it, is like mediocre.
The best Halloween movie is Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
Get the fuck out of my room. Get the fuck out of my room, Tyler. Get the fuck out of my room. You're banned. You are banned from this house. You are banned from this house, Tyler.
Lowly woman.
Oh God, great!
Well,
No,
Mike
actually,
Myers
like I
just
said, the
wanted
one
a
where he's
twin.
after the little girl, I can't remember the name because that one is generally terrifying, a little bit, especially that ending, like that Alice in Wonderland after he went nuts and killed all the cops and stuff, and the little girl kind of walks out.
you know what I was saying too about like how Dr. Loomis like basically made the
Lowly
Halloween
woman.
movies. They made
Her
Yeah.
like
name was no better.
they made Dr. Loomis into like an insufferable dick in the Rob Zombie movies.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's being played
He's
by
like
the
just
guy
like
who,
such an they just made him into like this like unlikable
Well-
opportunist asshole.
Well, it is being played by the character who did Clockwork Orange, and if you've ever seen that character in action,
I did notice that. I'm just like, why would somebody? And that was the thing too. Like Clockwork Orange, I literally argue is the greatest movie ever made. And the guy who
I
played
think
Clockwork
it is
Orange, the guy who played Alex in Clockwork Orange, also played Dr. Loomis in Halloween 2, which I would argue is the worst movie ever made.
there was an Atari Clockwork Orange game. I just don't know, I don't know if it's new or old.
It must be new because I did not get through that. Jeremiah
Yeah, 'cause
Thomas, you know anything about this?
Yeah, because a friend of mine told me there's a Clockwork Orange, Atari game apparently.
Her name was
Yeah,
Nobetta.
Yeah. The first Friday the 13th is a good movie. Yeah, I agree. But the other Friday the 13th,
Jeremiah
apparently there was a
Thomas.
Clockwork Orange. Like a
What?
buddy of mine showed it to me years ago.
Jeremiah
Apparently it
Thomas
exists.
has no idea. I think your friend was just fucking with you. I don't think.
I'm
there's a
gonna
clock-
look this up. I'm gonna look this up right now.
I
One
don't think
second.
there's a Clockwork Orange Atari 2600 game.
I'm certain there's a Clockwork Orange game. I just don't remember.
If there
Okay,
was,
one
I
second.
would have known about it.
Is there a Clockwork Orange game?
Well, I don't even think there is a game. There's probably like some Flash game or some shit.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, it's a point-and-click
Jeremiah
game apparently.
Thomas.
Oh, there's a
I have
point-and-click
never
game?
heard of that.
Wait. Clockwork Orange, a point-and-click game.
I could see that working.
Okay, so just as I thought, point-and-click game is actually more on rails than an experience. So it's basically an on-rails game.
What is it, on PC or something?
8-bit cinema. That's where it seems to be.
Oh, maybe it's like a PC
Jeremiah
game that's in the
Thomas.
style of a 2600 game.
Lockjaw got
Anyway,
a
this
follow
is
suit by
Lockjaw.
Universal. They
Okay.
pulled the game and re-released it as Shark Attack. So Lockjaw is super rare.
Wait, hang on. This game got Apollo sued by Universal. They pulled this game and re-released it as Shark Attack. So Lockjaw is super rare. Is this based off a movie? Is there a movie called Lockjaw?
Yes, there is. I think.
So this is a Pac-Man clone. I
Yeah,
wouldn't say
I'm
it's like
sort
the
of-
best Pac-Man clone. I think the biggest thing is you have like free range throughout the maze. It's not like Pac-Man where it's like kept to a grid, if that makes sense. Like you can go left and right within the confines of the maze.
Jeremiah Thomas.
So that makes the controls kind of
Universal thought it was
unnecessarily.
too close to Jaws.
No, but Universal thought it was close to Jaws. I can see that. But they changed it to Shark Attack, which I don't think that really solves that issue. The issue wasn't the name, it was the overall gameplay style, it seemed like. Oh, wait, I see what you mean. Lockjaws and Jaws, I guess. I see. I see how that works.
I thought there was a movie called Lockjaw.
Oh, maybe there was,
Yeah,
but I
okay.
don't think that was
Yeah,
the issue.
Lockjaw, Rise of the Serpent, 2008.
Yeah, but I guess that's not, like, relevant in this case, it seems.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm probably gonna... You wanna, like, head out? Because I think I said my piece.
Yeah. I just wanted to bring that up and kind of
Yeah.
say my piece. So, yeah. All right. Thank you so much for having me on. You have a good one.
Yeah, well, I basically had you on by gunpoint, so,
No, you didn't. You were hoping to get some conspiracy out there.
yeah, whatever,
All
get the
right.
fuck off my
Jeremiah
stream.
Thomas.
All
Get
right,
the fuck
see ya.
off my
Apollo may
stream.
have got scared and just decided not to
Fucking
fight
Rob
it.
Zombie apologist
Lowly
piece of
woman.
shit.
Later orc. Lowly woman. Vampire Killer MSX still better.
Okay, I got all the dots. What else was there to do, or did I miss? Oh. Oh. Oh? Yeah, they may have just gotten scared. I believe that's probably the case, would be my guess. Because it's not... I mean, I think they probably would have lost that lawsuit, but also I don't know if they had even the financial
Jeremiah Thomas.
ability to even fight it.
You have to deposit the diamonds in the shark cage in the middle, I believe.
Oh, okay. So it's like clean sweep. It operates under clean sweep rules. You know, I think the Jaws theme would have been better if it just went like this. Like... Man, John Williams is a piece of shit. He didn't see this.
The best Castlevania game is probably Symphony of the Night.
I agree.
Lowly woman. Only thing I hated about Vampire Killer is limited lives, no continues.
I think Elle would probably agree with you on Symphony of the Night.
Lowly woman. So no time to explore. Lowly woman. SOTN is overrated, allegedly. Orc War Chief reviews. I would say the best Castlevania game is in a Castlevania game, it's Bloodstain.
I don't know if I would go that far, but Bloodstained is pretty good. Especially the 3D Bloodstained. Or, not 3D, but you know what I mean? Like, not the 8-bit styled one, the one that's actually more like, kind of like a Symphony of the Night style Metroidvania. Only problem is there's like so many Metroidvanias now. You can just throw a stone and hit a Metroidvania.
I don't have Bloodstained.
It's a pretty good one. You can usually get it on sale on Steam for pretty cheap. I mean, the 8-bit ones, you can just download those on like a hacked 3DS or whatever, but...
Lowly woman. Bloodstained is rendered in 3D.
Yeah, there's a couple different... There's some 8-bit Bloodstained games, and then there's like a modern-looking Bloodstained game, which is actually more like a Metroidvania a la Symphony of the Night. Anyway, that is... What is it called? Shark Attack and Locked... Actually, let me go to Shark Attack, because I want to... Let me just see if it's
Lowly
like
woman.
the same game.
I have the 2D one on Vita, I done like it.
Yeah, I didn't think you would, but... Is this literally the same game? Because if so, I'm going to rank these together. This looks exactly like the same game.
Jeremiah Thomas. Kind of like how the best Zelda game is Golden Axe Warrior.
I can agree to that.
Lowly
I would
woman.
argue the best...
Axe Battler.
Or Axe Battler. Oh, Golden Axe... Yeah, I think Axe Battler is kind of better than Golden Axe Warrior. But, I'd say the best actual Zelda game, and this is a scalding hot take, is Zelda 2. Yes, I get the absurd difficulty, but yeah.
Jeremiah Thomas. There are actually 3 different ROMs between Lockjaw and Shark Attack, but there is not much difference between the 3.
What's the other one? Anyway, I'll just say Lockjaw / Shark Attack and rank them together.
Jeremiah Thomas.
Meh.
I like Zelda 2 a lot. Orc War Chief Reviews. Speaking about Golden Axe, we're getting a brand new game from Sega.
Oh,
Lonely
what?
Woman. Apparently Zelda 2 is the first Dark Souls LOL.
It's the Dark Souls
Jeremiah
of Dark
Thomas.
Souls games.
Simple stuff like moving clouds versus stationary clouds.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think that would have, I don't think if the clouds were moving, I don't think that would have necessarily altered my perspective.
Lowly Woman. They need to make Doris Flare a lowly woman.
If they are making a new Golden Axe game, I mean, I hope to God that it's better than simple 2500 Golden, simple 2000 Golden Axe, or no, Sega Ages Golden Axe or Beast Rider or anything like that.
Orc
Sega's
War
tried
Chief
to bring
Reviews.
back Golden Axe a number of
Sega's
times,
announcement
and
was Golden Axe. Streets of Rage and Shinobi were the games they announced.
Sega's announcement was, oh, they're doing another Streets of Rage? Streets of Rage 5? I'm hyped for Streets of Rage. Streets of Rage 4 was fantastic. That might be one of the better, I'd say, like, it's a tie between Streets of Rage 4 and, River City Girls as, like, best beat-em-ups, best modern beat-em-ups.
Lowly Woman. Sega Ages Golden Axe was fine immo.
I mean, it was okay. I wouldn't argue it. I'm a bit nicer to it than I think a lot of people are, but yeah. Anyway,
Orc War
Lock and
Chief
Chase.
Reviews. Can I be honest, if they don't give those games to Domino, they're insane.
Yeah. Were they the ones who did Streets of Rage 4? Because if so, I agree. Anyway, I'm used to the Intellivision
Woman.
version of this one. I'm not sure
River
if I...
City Girls is partially RPG.
Yeah, that's true. So, like, it kind of has, like, a cut above... Well, I mean, the River City... The Kunio-kun games in general kind of have that... Or at least the River City Ransom-based Kunio-kun games kind of have that advantage over other beat-em-ups. As far as best beat-em-up, I'd say it's a tie between Streets of Rage 2 and Streets of Rage 4. Although there is that Punisher game that Elle showed me that I really liked. I need to actually give that another chance. Anyway, I'm
Lowly
used to
Woman.
the Intellivision version
River
of this
City
game.
Girls is Arxis, I think. Orc War Chief Reviews. WayForward did River City Girls, Domino did the Ninja Turtles Streets of Rage 4.
Oh, okay. That's what I meant. Streets of Rage 4. Okay. Anyone ever play the Game Boy Lock and Chase?
Renee
That one's
W.
actually pretty fun.
Hugs Hugging Face. Lowly Woman. Oh, that Ruby Studio.
You ever play Lock and Chase on Game Boy? Actually, did I make you play that, Elle? Did I make you play the Game Boy Lock and Chase
Jeremiah
game?
Thomas. WayForward fans. Have you tried Yars Rising?
Yar's right. Is that related to Yar's Revenge?
Lowly Woman. Pretty sure someone requested that on Emulation Nation.
I think I did. I would have. That game is actually really good. I'm not a huge fan of the original Lock and
Orc War
Chase,
cheap
whether
reviews.
it's on here or...
So speaking about River City Girls, the second game got some new DLC. You can play the Lee brothers.
Oh shit, that's sick. I bought River City Girls 2. I'm waiting for it to go
Lonely
on
Woman.
sale so that I can
I
buy
just
it for...
forgot about how it played, cause it was boring. Jeremiah Thomas. Yes, just came out a month or so ago.
Yeah. I've been waiting to...
Lonely
for
Woman.
River City Girls 2 to come
Yes,
down in
good
price
OL,
so that I
Bimmy
can
Lee.
buy a copy and gift it to Elle. Because I want to play that, because that one has online multiplayer. River City Girls 1 didn't. This is a fine port, I guess. The gimmick of not River City Girls. The gimmick of Lock and Chase, of course, being that you can like have locks that'll
Kurumi
go up
Good
in
Gamer.
front of the...
I beat Yars Rising. It was good. Prefer Into
That'll go
Creates
up in
games.
front of the cops.
Kurumi Good Gamer. But I'm excited for Shantae GBA game. Lowly Woman. GG. Kurumi Good Gamer. Also Batman Brave and Beyond for DS.
Was that also Way
Jeremiah
Forward?
Thomas.
I've never heard of that.
Yars Rising is a Metroidvania, and I hate that term.
Oh, so it has nothing to do
Kurumi
with
Good
Yars.
Gamer.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yars Rising is System Shock Metroidvania.
Oh, interesting. I will have to check that out. Like I said, though, the problem with Metroidvanias at this point is there's just so many of them. And they're all... And most of them are pretty decent, but again, it... Oh, I thought that was invincibility. There's an invincibility in, right? There's an invincibility in, Lock and Chase, right? There's a way of doing it somehow.
Lowly Woman. You guys need to play something more RTS.
I do. Well, I do intend on playing Grim Grimer whenever I'm done with Threads of Fate, which I'm told is not too far off.
Lowly Woman. Stop sticking to the samey platformy gameplay on the same old consoles. Lowly Woman. Face blue smiling, face blue smiling, face blue smiling. Jeremiah Thomas. I do not think so.
Oh.
Bonus point items and you can lock a cop between two doors.
Oh, I guess it was just the Game Boy game that had invincibility. Like, you could get, like, big diamonds and get invincibility. I mean, this is entirely competent, but that's kind of all that it is. I'm not the biggest fan of original Lock and Chase, mainly because... Well, again, I think I played the Game Boy version first, so I'm a bit spoiled.
Lowly Woman. Also play more fighting games. Lowly Woman. Nihaha.
Don't tell me what to do. I can say that I've at least played enough fighting games to know that Brutal Paws of Fury isn't... Brutal Paws of Furry is indeed a piece of shit. Anyway, speaking of pieces of shit, Lock and Chase is not one, but it is meh. How many... Okay, I can finish the L's, I think. London Blitz. Game? Okay. Okay, what? What? Maze?
Lowly woman. LOL, that game has no rhyme or reason.
I mean, it does have a rhyme or reason, and that is to be furry. That is to be furry bait 20 years later when furries could exist.
Lowly woman. Play Ox Street Fighter 2.
I've played that before. It's fun. Oh, okay.
Jeremiah Thomas. This game is difficult. You have to traverse London to find unexploded ordnance,
Oh
and
my
then
God,
defuse it.
So it's first
Lowly
person.
woman. See how much button mashing can take you. Kurumi, good gamer. I ain't good at RTS.
I probably could be good at RTS if I tried. Again, I want to try Grim Grimoire, or whatever the hell it's called. I'll figure out how to pronounce it.
Lowly woman.
Well, this looks really good.
It's okay, Kurumi. Play games out of your comfort zone. Face blue smiling.
So what do I...
Orc War Chief reviews. Underrated fighting game no one talks about, and we need a remake. Clay Fighter. Jeremiah Thomas.
I mean, people do talk about Clay
This
Fighter.
takes place
It's
during
just
World
generally
War II,
not
in
very
case you
well
have not
regarded.
realized it.
I don't know if that's necessarily fair or not, but I think it could just be because like people just wanted like blood, guts, violence, and shit like Mortal Kombat, and Clay Fighter was sort of like the antithesis of that. It's like Clay Fighters is like Mortal Kombat if it were programmed by Ned Flanders. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it is, like, not anything that people wanted at the time.
Orc War Chief reviews. Another underrated fighting game, Primal Rage.
Oh, fuck Primal Rage. Fuck Primal Rage and the complicated bullshit-ass, like, ways that you do fucking, specials in that game. Elle, you've probably played Primal Rage, right? Can you agree with me that Primal Rage is ass?
Orc War Chief reviews. Primal Rage is about as bad as Mortal Kombat when it comes to some of the finishers.
Okay, but at least the moves are in some way
like Trails
intuitive
of
in Mortal
Cold Steel.
Kombat. See, here's the... Oh, wait. That dot, I think, might be me, actually.
Jeremiah Thomas. I like Primal Rage alright. Curious what the sequel would have looked like.
Probably would have had you, like, press all 3 buttons on the joystick while patting your head and rubbing your belly or whatever. They would have found out how to make the specials even more unnecessarily obtuse in that game. This game. So it's like if Pac-Man were first person and also like had a well, no, I guess not really Pac-Man. It's like if 3D Monster Maze was actually, like, massive. And this is, like, literally the video game edition of Finding a Needle in a Haystack.
Lowly woman. Primal Rage is button masher friendly.
I think it would have to be, otherwise you'd have no chance in hell at playing it.
Jeremiah Thomas. Have you found a bomb yet?
Is that what I'm supposed to find? I can't find anything in this piece of shit. This game is ambitious, though. Again, I'm finding, like, a lot of 2600 games that I did not expect to be as ambitious
Jeremiah
as they are.
Thomas. Go to the map screen.
See, the thing, though, is, like, I don't even know where the hell I am on the map screen, or where...
Jeremiah Thomas. Avalon Hill had some big ideas.
Avalon Hill? I don't think I've seen that one. That might be one of those games that I didn't get to the first time around, and I'm probably going to have to go back around and get, like, go through A through J and, like, find all of the games that I didn't get in the first ROM set.
Lowly woman. Looks like as long as you move towards one direction you'll get there. Jeremiah Thomas. Is that red to the right you or a dot?
I see, like, a white flashing dot. I don't know if that's me or if that's the treasure. Oh wait, I think it went away. Never mind. I have no idea.
Jeremiah Thomas. Avalon Hill made board and strategy games. Cool, good gamer.
Okay.
How about Melty Blood Mike?
Anyway, maybe I'll come back to that later, because I'm not 100% sure how it works or what all the mechanics are. I could check Atari age, but meh. What? Didn't I have another, like, comeback later game? I don't know. I'll have to look. London Blitz, that's it. Wait. Okay, no. Oh, wait, I did. It was the crawl game, right. Looping? Looping. What?
Lowly woman. Type Lumina runs perfect on Riot Jinx. Orc War Chief reviews.
What did?
Atari games where stuff barely makes sense. The guys programming them were high on crack cocaine.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jeremiah Thomas.
Type Lumia?
Did you say looping?
Yeah. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is, but I don't know if I like it either.
Jeremiah Thomas. Unreleased prototype.
Oh, thank God.
Lowly woman. Highly responsive to prayers. Lowly woman. Story of Eastern Wonderland.
Please stop confusing me. I don't understand this, and it makes me sad. Unreleased prototype? Cool, that means I don't have to rank it.
Lowly woman.
Or indeed,
LOL, these are actual 2-how game titles.
Oh, okay. Highly responsive to prayer. Story of Eastern Wonderland. That's cool. Lord of the Rings. No fucking way this was released. Okay, what did a Lord of the Rings game look like on 2600?
Orc War Chief Reviews. You know I love the ultimate troll movie that is Chainsaw Train Tato basically troll the bunch of reporters. Lowly woman.
Is that a thing? I gotta
it's
check
an
that
RPG.
out. Probably.
Renee W. Red Heart Purple Heart.
Oh, actually.
Jeremiah Thomas. Unreleased prototype again. Also called Journey to Rivendell.
Oh. Well, I'll know that, wait. So it was... So they gave it 2 different titles and didn't release it under any of them? Cool. Oh. Good noise. I mean, I don't know what this was going to be, but...
Orc War Chief Reviews.
What it looks like, it looks pretty cool.
That is a thing. Lowly woman. Now do a hi ha ha laugh.
I don't know. This doesn't make any sense, and I'm not really sure if it would have made sense if it was released. That's fantastic. I don't know. Maybe I did that right. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Lost Luggage. This was released under a
Jeremiah
different
Thomas.
name.
Parker Brothers like to have more than one game in development for the same franchise at the same time. It could be 2 separate games.
Oh, maybe. I guess I will see then. I'll have to see when I go back around to the J's, because I didn't see it. Oh, this is different. What? Oh my god, wow, that was... That music was fantastic. Let's hear it again. Oh my god. Do you think they actually composed music, or do you think they just threw a piano down the stairs and recorded whatever came out?
Jeremiah Thomas. 2 different versions of this game. The only difference is the first wave.
Oh, okay. They had to recall it because Lost Luggage is politically incorrect, apparently. What is this? Oh, do I just have to, like, find the... Do I have to collect the falling luggage?
Jeremiah Thomas. Some of the variations of this have a black terrorist suitcase that will end your game if it blows up.
Oh, that'll do it. Is this what algorithm, is this that algo music, like algorithmically generated, that I keep hearing of? This actually reminds me of, like, I remember there was, like, this, 1C64 game where, like, I'm pretty sure it was just algorithmically generated music and sound effects. That's what this soundscape is reeking to me. Who's responsible for this? You know, you were talking about, like, Atari devs being, like, really fucked up on drugs. I think this is, like, the ultimate example of that. There's... Like, specifically, this just feels like a heroin high. Just, like, constant chaos, everything and nothing all at once. I've never done heroin. I do not intend to do heroin, but... If I were,
Jeremiah
I feel
Thomas.
like this would be a very
Games by
accurate
Apollo,
representation of
same
that.
people behind Lockjaw, Final Approach, Guardian, etc.
Oh, this is the people behind Lockjaw. Okay, so I think Apollo might not be a very good game developer. Or game, development studio. I don't remember those other games, but I probably played them. Oh wait, no, Guardian, I think was Guardian one of them that I really liked, actually? I think I put that in the outstanding category. I think Guardian was kind of like a Space Invaders clone. Final Approach, I'm not sure how I fared with that one. Anyway, this game gets a solid flawed out of 10. Or maybe even... Flawed or not fun? Flawed or not fun? I'm gonna say flawed. Or... No, I'm just gonna say not fun. I don't know. Like, the actual concept of it... Yeah, the actual concept of it isn't really good either. I'm gonna say not fun. Like, even if I were good at it, it's one of those where, like, even if I was good at it, and even if it did play better, I don't think the concept would have really been all that, all-inspiring. And that is... I'm sorry, there's a MASH game? Also, there's a game based off of Mad? Like, Mad, like the magazine? Clearly not. I don't see any
Jeremiah
Alfred E.
Thomas.
Newman on here.
Lost Luggage has some good variations, and I think a second player can control where the luggage comes out from.
Oh, maybe. You know what? That's true. I guess there is some merit to it. I will upgrade it to
Jeremiah
flawed.
Thomas. M.A.
All right.
Jeremiah Thomas. MAD is mutually assured destruction.
Oh, okay. Oh man, that sucks. I wanted an Alfred E. Wish someone had made an Alfred E. Newman Atari game. That would have been sick. Actually, yeah, just imagine, like, Atari games kind of have a reputation for being just fucked beyond belief. Imagine how just, like, off the wall insane a mad video game would have been, like, based on the magazine. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for this stream. I went through all the K's and all the L's. So next week we are going to do the M's, which there are... Whoa, quite a few. Whoa, actually, quite a lot. Oh my god. This is... Okay, the M's are probably going to take multiple streams. I'm sold on whatever the hell a MASH video game is gonna be. Kind of looks like, I don't know, like single screen commander maybe. I hope it has. I really, really hope this has like an Atari rendition of Suicide is Painless. That's gonna be great.
Jeremiah Thomas. Two very different screens.
Oh, okay. Actually, I guess there was a mad video game. Not an Atari one, but I mean Spy versus Spy, that was a pretty popular game on computers and even on the Famicom. I guess there was, yeah, Spy vs. Spy. They should remake Spy vs. Spy if they haven't already. That would be like... They should do like a 3D remake of Spy vs. Spy. I think that could be good. And make it online. Give it online multiplayer. Anyway, let's see. Let's do a raid. Who is still live? Okay.
Lowly Woman. Spy vs Spy is fun. Lowly Woman. As soon as you figure out how to do things.
Yeah, I feel like that would kind of be the hurdle for me. That's what I'm saying, though, is I think they should make, like, a remake of Spy vs. Spy. Like, that could be fun. Like, imagine Spy vs. Spy, but, like, an online battle royale. Where, like, you're just, like, your goal is just to set up really elaborate traps that the other person has to fall for. But, like, it's online, so, like, it doesn't have the problem of, like, you're falling for traps that you can clearly see on the split screen.
Lowly Woman. Spy vs Spy 99.
Oh shit, that would be sick. Yeah. Like Tetris 99, that would be cool. Is Wolf actually? Wolf was on here talking about a Twitch stream. Let me see if he's still available. I could just migrate everybody to Twitch. If not, I have another idea, but... Oh, he is still live. And he decided on Hell Pie? Okay. Hell Pie. Actually, how do I share a Twitch stream? I guess I'd have to do it on his Discord, maybe? I've never done this before. Oh, I found it. Okay, so go on Twitch and raid Wolfpack1. He's playing some game called Hell Pie. I've never heard of that one, actually. But we're gonna try. We're gonna
LDP.
raid a Twitch streamer.
https://www.twitch.tv/wolfpack01.
Anyway, so tomorrow I'm going to be playing Threads of Fate, the Mint playthrough.
Lowly
Thursday,
woman.
I still haven't.
Onyo. Lowly woman. GGS.
Thursday, I still haven't fully decided on what I'm going to be doing, but probably I'll be doing. I'll probably be able to do FF6 Advance. Saturday, I'll be on L Stream playing more FF7. Sunday. Actually, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm probably not going to do a standard Grand Prix stream. I'm probably going to do like a special stream of some kind. And then next Monday, I will be doing Atari 2600 games, beginning with the letter N, and that will probably, or M,
Lowly
rather.
woman. Don't have Twitch.
You don't have Twitch? Oh, you did. Maybe you deleted the account. I don't know. Anyway, we will see. This may just be a failed raid, but who knows? Yeah, so M is probably going to take multiple streams, possibly one or two. Actually, going through the S games, that's going to be like possibly 3 or 4 streams. There's a lot of Atari games. I mean, probably because there's so many Atari games beginning with Star or Space or, you know, anything like that. So, that is it for this stream. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Always super appreciated. Thank you, Arus218, LCX, Jeremiah Thomas, Jose Lopez, Karumi Good Gamer, Lowly Woman, who's also LCX, I believe, Orc War Chief Reviews, Renee W, Sir Jacob, Wolfpack1, and whoa, what the hell? And Jet Screamer. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Good night. I think I've done my TED Talk.
Lowly woman.
Bye, everyone.
Maybe face blue smiling.